but if it's a Black Jones, Black Jones is 6.
Okay. Black Jones is
White Jones is 10.
I got you.
Are you saying that they're 3/5?
No fucking way. No fucking way. Oh.
Wow.
I got some good news for you, PFT.
Okay.
There's a possible, this is rumors,
Oh, I like this.
a Top Gun 3 is in the works.
Saw
No
that.
shit, really?
Yeah, man.
Glenn Powell said he's in.
I'm fucking excited for that. Because that may be my favorite movie-going experience since Avatar.
Yeah.
It was just because, like, I don't know, man, that my mom made me watch the movie when I was younger. So I was like, I knew of and I was like, that'll be a cool little sequel. And
I've
then
watched,
when
yeah.
it came out, it was just like, what I loved about it was just like, it was apolitical, right? And not saying that political things can ruin things, but it just brought everybody together. It was like, this is a great movie, dog. It had no, it was a phantom bad guy. We don't have to argue about who the bad guy is. It's a phantom bad guy. And it's just a great movie. The plane scenes were amazing. What an amazing experience that was.
It was really good. Yeah, I've watched it like 9 times, and it's just you can almost turn your brain off and watch it, but also if you turn your brain on and watch it, it's still good.
Yep.
It's so good. I don't like to beg for things on this show, or just in life in general. But I would suck a dick to be an extra in Top Gun 3.
All right.
Any particular
Any penis?
role you're?
No.
Yeah.
Any role? No, it doesn't really matter.
I thought you were gonna say any particular dick.
Yeah,
No.
I mean, because I'd have to. I would get to have like at least 2 vetoes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tom
So
Cruise.
it's like on NCAA 3 randoms, and on your third one
Yeah.
you have to stay.
You have to stay on that one. Yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, I would just love to be in that movie. I'm a flysexual, and I would love to be in that movie just be part of aviation history.
But do you have any particular role that you'd prefer, or
I mean, I'd like to be a.
bartender?
Why did you go with bartender?
I'm
right off the bat?
I'm naming things that I remember from Top Gun. There's the bar.
There's a lot of pilots in Top Gun.
Sure, but you're not pilot material.
Why?
You know that.
Why?
Those are actors. They're not extras.
I've got laser focused eyesight. I've got almost perfect eyesight.
Yeah, but the extras aren't pilots.
I know more about flying than any of those actors do.
Okay.
Except for Dennis Quaid. He should be in it. Top Gun 3. Never mind. I'm not going to go there. I'm not going to go there with Dennis Quaid. But I would like to be a pilot. I don't have to be a pilot. I understand I don't have the pilot look. Whatever.
What about a co-pilot? Backseat.
And what is the pilot look? Don't put yourself down.
Well, in the military, you have to have short hair. Yeah.
Wig.
Nobody wants a hippie flying their plane.
Wig.
That's very true. Yeah. What role would I want? I mean, I'd even be one of those one of the enemy pilots. You don't see their face at all.
I'd love to be a MiG. Hell yeah.
Yeah. Be maybe a Su-57.
Their planes are better.
No, they're not.
In the movie, bro.
Yeah, well, it's not the plane, it's the pilot.
Calm down, bro. Look at you getting all horny over planes and shit.
No, I feel like I could fit in some. I could even be a hippie that's like protesting. I don't want the military to be here. I don't like pilots.
My coffee has arrived.
Oh, there we go. Perfect timing for it. Yeah, I'd be like, I could be a protester. I get the long hair. I can look like that. Maybe I could be like Tom Cruise's fuck up son. Oh, I like that mug. I'm not going to narrate what it says. But can I say that's so true? Like I agree. I think. Wait, do I agree with it?
Is it racist
I don't
to agree with
no,
that sentiment?
Now I'm fucked up now. Do I agree with that?
PFT said he endorsed every word that was on the cup.
I was about to say I like the meaning behind it, but I'm in a
Wow.
I am in a
That's not bad.
briar patch right now.
Wow. What is this?
This is Folgers coffee with hazelnut creamer.
Folgers coffee with hazelnut creamer.
Sometimes you gotta get back to the
Arian's
basics.
like, I don't like coffee, and has the most simple coffee recipe like known to man. He's like, wait, this isn't bad at all.
This ain't that bad, man. You know what though? It could be I'm just getting old, and it's like once you pass a certain age, your taste buds turn off, and then coffee is the filler in between. That could be it.
I'd love to see Arian go from 0 to like 5 cups a day.
You start snorting coffee, ground up coffee bean.
Yeah, full addict. I like that for you, Arian, though. I love the fact that we got to watch you love coffee for the first time.
This is not that bad. This is my mom. You remember you asked if I have a coffee machine in my house. Lady friend just made me some coffee from my mom's stash in my house. Fuck around, have to re-up on the stash, moms. If you're listening, this is all right here.
We'll have to send him Celeblo.
Yeah, we'll get you some coffee.
Wow, that is really. It actually tastes. I enjoy the taste. I don't like.
Now it's getting dangerous.
I don't like who I'm becoming.
Yeah, dude, you're gonna start like itching for it.
See, damn, God, that really tastes good.
This is how it starts.
Yeah, it's just like this.
This is how it starts, man.
Here we come, baby.
So yeah, just give me like a half second in Top Gun 3.
Could you be the guy like playing the piano in the bar?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Or the guitar.
Yeah.
We can play Great Balls of Fire. I'll play the piano. You play the guitar.
Yeah, I like that.
That would be lit.
I like that. I'll be even if it's just for like half second.
I don't know why I inserted myself in there, but
No, Arian, come along.
I got you.
Come along. This would be. But I mean, knowing Arian's acting ability, they'd probably just put him in the movie. They'd probably make him.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, yeah,
I
he's
got
been
some-
in like every movie already.
I got some chops, bro. I can cry on cue too. So
Are you serious?
mm-hmm.
That's awesome. Can you cry because let's pretend that your wingman just got shot down. Act like you're in a cockpit.
Okay.
Your wingman got shot down using an hypersonic R-74 missile.
Of course.
You only have one AIM 120D left.
Mhm.
It's an AMRAAM, and your target is 30 miles away, and you have to make this shot count. But you're trying to shoot through the tears.
Yeah, no, I love that you said all that, and you thought I was actually going to do that.
Oh, you're not going to do it?
No, I'm not going to do that.
Okay. Well, put me and Arian in Top Gun 3. We don't ask for a lot,
Do it.
but that would be the best experience of my life, maybe.
There's one more thing we got to talk about before we do Karen Reed. Did you see the report I sent this morning from Patriots training camp?
Oh, is that wait, no. Wait, what is it?
Uh,
Your boy. Yeah,
they're
yeah,
saying
your boy.
they're saying that Joe Milton is playing better than Drake May. They're in phase 1.
What are they doing? Hail Mary drills?
They said go read the Boston Globe beat reporter. He said you would not be able to tell who was the 3rd overall pick and who was the 6th rounder.
Are they in pads yet?
I'm not sure,
Okay.
but
So I bet you Joe Milton looks
this
great
guy-
against air.
he has to be like the greatest practice player in the history of sports.
Unbelievable.
Because he at this point has gotten Michigan, Tennessee, 2 very proud football programs, and the New England Patriots to buy into this. And there is film evidence that
That he can't play.
it falls off.
Yeah.
Now, let me say, Joe is awesome. Great dude. I hope he fucking kills it. I hope he becomes a starting quarterback for the Patriots. But it's just like somehow in practice, he must be the Tom Brady of practice.
He's a much better arm. The guy.
No, his arm is unfathomable.
He can sling it better than anybody I think I've ever seen.
And then he throws it 80 yards and then does a backflip. Like, it's awesome. It's
Yeah.
sick. But at some point, you gotta put it all together.
This is one of those things where, and we'll see what happens. But like Anthony Richardson, when it was like, you're telling me that guy who couldn't hit a slant against Utah is the 4th overall pick in the draft because he's got a big arm. Like, you got to do more.
And if Milton had been like
If he had transferred to Florida,
serviceable,
yeah.
well, just at UT, if he had been like fine, he would have been a 1st-round pick.
100%. You can't teach what he has.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope he, kills it. I really, maybe this is the one. Is it?
Tom Brady kind of struggled in college.
He only really played 1 year, and he was like good.
Yeah. He won 20 games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
what's the show where they're like, has this ever worked before? And he's like, no, but it might work for us.
I
Is,
don't know.
what's it called? Arrested Development, I think.
Okay, yeah, I haven't seen that.
I haven't seen it either.
I've heard it's.
but I've seen the clip.
Yeah.
So so the reports are out there that
I've
he's
said
killing
this,
it.
man. Listen, bro. If he get, I still believe in him. He's young. If he gets the correct coaching and tones his arm down and learns to put some touch on it, he can be a Pro Bowl quarterback. He absolutely can be. He has the arm strength. He just needs to understand coverages at a very high level. His instincts. You can train some of your instincts as a quarterback. I think he can be. I don't. That's all on him if he wants to work at it. You know what I'm saying? You can't never put any kind of anything in another man's heart. I can't test that. But he has the talent. You know that. Like you said there in phase 1 of the Joe Milton experience.
Yep.
Well, if Joe Milton stays there, he can be a high quality quarterback. He can be very, very good, dog. And his potential is really, it's limitless.
You know, the last team that, it may have happened since then, but the last real notable example of a team drafting first round quarterback and then drafting one later.
It was Kirk Cousins.
RG3 and Kirk Cousins.
Yeah.
And the guy that got drafted later turned out to be, now part of that was, most of it was injury and
I was saying
horrifically run franchise and things like that. But
he was going to win the MVP, right? RG3, like wasn't he like in contention?
The year he got hurt, he
he
was
was
really, really good.
Yeah, they made the
cooking.
playoffs. Yeah,
he was cooking. I don't know if
Yeah.
he'd won MVP, but he was cooking. So,
Okay.
yeah. I hope he does well, man. Shout
I
out
also
to Joe.
think Drake May
Me
kind
too.
of stinks. So if there was a guy to leapfrog, it might be Drake May.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, where'd Drake go to college? Drake May.
UNC.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. So hold on. New England took 2 quarterbacks.
Yeah. They took him 3rd or 4th overall and then Milton in the 6th round.
That's tough. Listen, bro. When you a rookie and you got another rookie that was drafted with way lower expectations, that is a fucking recipe for disaster. And you have a possibility to be a head case.
Particularly if 5 practices in, the Boston Globe is saying that guy's been better than you.
That's what I'm saying. But like it's like a recipe for a perfect storm because Joe Milton's talent, like I doubt people probably saw like, okay, cool, we got a quarterback in the 6th round. But when you see him live throw a ball, it's probably more impressive than you used to see like a Peyton Manning throw a ball live. It's that good.
He's the equivalent of the 13 seed that going into the NCAA tournament, everybody's like, you do not want to play that team. You do not want Joe Milton drafted with you if you're a rookie quarterback.
Yeah.
Those are facts. And
He's a guy that the ball whistles.
Because you'll be favored, sure.
Yeah.
But they've got talent.
Mm-hmm.
They've got Jack Golke coming.
And it is one of those things where it's like at first Drake May is going to get like the preferential treatment until it's like that guy's a lot cheaper.
Mm-hmm.
That guy's a lot cheaper, so we'll roll with him and we'll find some way to get rid of Drake May.
I think it would be hysterical if Joe Milton became like awesome in the NFL, and I would love that.
It would bother me if the Patriots found another gem. I'll say that. As a Bears fan, my entire life has been like, I've been an advocate, being like, let's take 3 quarterbacks in the draft.
Teams should do that.
One
more.
of them should
teams
be good.
And teams should. The Bears, I would have seriously looked at drafting Caleb, and then who else was available
at 9.
So
you guys took
Penix wasn't.
Yeah, well, I'm sure the Bears were loading up, getting ready to take Penix at 9.
But who was? So after that, it was Bo Nix and stuff. But like, if there are 2, if you have the number 1 and the number 6 pick, and there are 2 quarterbacks that you think,
take them both.
It's the only position that matters.
Yeah.
If you have a great quarterback, you will be good. You can figure the rest of it out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I agree with that.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Like teams should seriously. Nobody will ever do it, but somebody should try it. Did you know this week is the last week without regular season football until February?
I love that. Because week 0 coming up soon, college football.
Next Saturday.
Yeah, great matchups.
Only one good game though.
Which one? The Georgia Tech?
Florida State, Georgia Tech is the only like real game, which is fine. Give me one Power 5 game, week 0. Wet your whistle a little bit. Then Monday morning you wake up and it's week 1.
Yeah, man, I'm so excited.
Hey, Big T was telling me about this. What is it? October 12th.
Yeah,
This week.
October 12th going to be the greatest day in college football history.
Bro, let's run that list off for your man.
Let me get ready.
Hang on.
know it.
I need to find it.
Just the matchups?
Yeah.
It's
So there's
it's pretty insane, dog.
Florida, Tennessee, Ole Miss, LSU,
Okay.
Ohio State, Oregon, which could be like game of the year, Penn State, USC, and Texas, Oklahoma, all on that Saturday.
That is a great Saturday.
If
That's crazy,
if
yeah.
anyone asks you to do something on October 12th, politely but sternly, tell them to go fuck themselves.
That is an
I
excellent day.
I might be parked in front of the couch that day. That's a good day right there.
Holy shit, that's a good day.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And then there's also Arizona, BYU could be a sneaky
How did
game.
you find that shit out? Like, how do you know?
Well,
this?
once
Like,
everybody kind of looked at that Saturday once like all the schedules came out and stuff and was like, that's crazy.
got you.
I don't even know what my number one game that weekend is.
Ohio State, Oregon.
You think so?
That might be like that's potential national championship game.
Big Ten rivals?
Yeah,
Yeah.
big conference rivalry.
Wait, Oregon's in the Big Ten now?
Yeah, Oregon, USC, UCLA, and Washington.
Say what? Wait, hold on. When did this
We've
happen?
talked about this. I know we've talked about it.
Oh, USC in the Big Ten? I've
Yeah,
never heard
correct.
that before. If I
I remember telling you this.
did I have the same reaction? Because that's fucking
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
Well, shit.
Yeah,
This-
the
That's
Pac-12.
wild.
The Pac-12 is two teams now. It's Washington State and Oregon State.
Yeah, it doesn't really exist anymore.
Why don't they just go away?
They're going to eventually, but for the next like 2 years, they kind of just had to. They're playing, I think, Mountain West teams mostly.
Are they gonna have a championship? Like a
I
Pac-12?
do think there will technically be a Pac-2 champion.
They will be the
Shit.
champion. I don't think there's going to be a championship game.
Correct. But if say Washington State had an awesome year and they ended up being the highest ranked champion of, they're considered now group of 5, they would go to the playoff.
Yeah, so what happens if Washington State beats Oregon State, but because the rest of their schedule, Oregon State is crowned Pac-2 champion over Washington
Quite a
State.
controversy you've
Big
got there.
controversy. This is why we love college football. It's stupid, but I understand. I sympathize with Oregon State and Washington State because they stayed in the everybody else left. They did not leave, so they have all the rights to all the Pac-12 IP. So they're going to just market the Pac-12 for a couple more years. They get the money that's going into the Pac-12. So it's mostly like a money-making thing for them. It's not because the Pac-2 champion or the Tupac champion is going to mean anything. But the Big Ten rivalries they're going to have, it's going to be like you're going to have UCLA and Rutgers playing at some point. It's really strange.
That is wild, though.
On a Tuesday night in basketball too.
Yeah, it's going to be really weird. But October 12th.
Going to be the best day in a very, very long time.
I'm actually gonna mark it on my calendar right now.
Yeah,
Can we-
very
fuck
politely
that
but
movie.
sternly tell them to fuck off.
Imagine like
We're all busy that day.
Imagine like your friends getting married that day.
Oh, no weddings. No weddings on October 12th.
I mean, it's too late now.
Don't do it. Call it off.
What's the level of like relationship that you would not go to a person's wedding on this day? Now, granted, you're a college football fan, but like not to the same level as like me.
Well, I didn't go to like a
Right.
powerhouse school. I love watching college football. I watch it every Saturday. I think if you're like if you're like Big T, blood sibling, you probably have to go.
I don't know. I don't think so.
What?
Like one of your parents getting remarried. Sorry, not going to be able to make it.
Well, no chance. Same gender sibling, you have to go. Opposite, you do not.
You wouldn't go. Like
No.
if it was your sister's wedding.
No chance.
If your sister's getting married, you're not going on October 12th.
First of all, on the day that of Tennessee, Florida, regardless, let alone all those other ones.
She doesn't
no
love
chance.
you for scheduling.
It's
no
literally
chance.
not true. There's no way.
I would say opposite.
You'd miss your sister's
Yeah,
wedding.
I would say opposite too. I feel like sister,
yes.
yes, brother,
Yeah,
no.
but
I'll
Mad,
call her right now. She'd tell you I wouldn't be there.
but Mad Dog, for you, if it was like a brother getting married,
Yeah.
I think it's just you wouldn't skip a female blood sibling's wedding. Like you would probably rather skip your brother's wedding than your
if I had a
sister's.
sister.
Correct.
That does make
Just
sense.
in general or on this day?
Well, in this situation,
In a day where there
Yeah.
was something that you did not want to miss.
Yeah, correct.
Like, what if you're like
That'd be crazy. I wouldn't talk to my brother ever again.
Yeah,
if
I
he
mean,
did
I
that.
would never literally. I would
I would
like,
literally never
I
speak
would
to him.
Really?
He would never do that.
Yeah, it'd be pretty fucked
That's
up. Big T.
crazy.
Big T, if you and I were siblings,
No, the
Sister.
wedding culture in this country is out of control.
I was at a
I'm
wedding
with
this
Big T. I'm
weekend.
with
If
Big
you
T
were,
here.
if Big T,
Wait. You're talking about skipping your sibling's wedding for a college football game, and you're saying that the wedding culture
Well,
in this
it's
country
kind of
is
a
out
separate conversation, but yeah, no,
Literally,
absolutely.
thank
Bro,
you.
have you been to a wedding recently?
I have, yeah.
yes, I was at one this
They're
weekend.
six-figure affairs.
I agree that it's stupid how much
and
it
they're
costs
like
to get married. Yeah.
every
That has nothing to do with
no.
That has nothing to do with
Why
college
you're not
football.
Yeah,
going.
no, they're kind of separate, but it is true. Well, first of all, getting married in the fall
fact.
is incredibly selfish to begin with.
Agreed.
Because even if you don't care about football, the people that are going to your wedding
Someone
do.
cares, yeah.
What if like my cousin's getting married the weekend after that? He works in baseball, so he can't get married like in the summer.
You can get
or,
married in
like spring training.
December.
Who wants to just?
Yeah.
I think that's beautiful. Snow falling.
I say that my parents have a
Flights get canceled, yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Snow falling.
Big T, if you and I were blood relatives and we were siblings and I was getting married on October 12th and you said, I can't, good day of college
No,
football coming
not
up.
a good day, Mad Dog. This
the
is
best
the best day.
And also, if
Maybe
you
ever.
weren't, also, if you weren't even going to Tennessee, Florida, like you were just sitting on your couch,
You're just
you would-
standing under a thing.
It's the most
I would
important
argue,
day of my life.
I would argue you don't love him enough. if you
Agree.
stay
It's
on that
incredibly
day.
selfish.
I mean, none of this.
If you want everybody there, you
no.
gotta accommodate. You gotta accommodate.
It's my wedding.
I'll put up a TV.
Oh, listen to Bridezilla over here.
No, people
It's
always
my
say,
wedding.
oh, there'll be a TV. And you get there and there's one 24-inch television
Yeah, the
with
wedding
one
TV
game
wedding,
on it.
Wedding TVs never. No one knows how
No.
to change the channel.
No.
There was
It's
one.
a nightmare.
I did go to one wedding that took place in the fall, and it was an Alabama family, and they had the TV situation. It was.
But see,
perfect.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
To get was unless Bama was playing like an FCS team or something, and even then, listen, you get 12 of those days a year, 353 days a year. You are in the darkness, longing for those 12 days that you get, and now all of a sudden, 3 of your friends want to use them for their wedding. Absolutely not. No, get.
I'm your sibling in this situation.
I know, but I'm, all these people now. I feel like there's more weddings now. I don't know how. Maybe it's just that.
Because you're 27.
Yeah, I guess.
You getting older, brother.
But just in general, I'm hearing everybody goes to a wedding every weekend.
Yeah,
that I
you
hear
get
somebody's at a
older.
wedding.
You're in wedding age.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this
just
is-
getting older. In about 2 to 3 years, your friends gonna start popping babies out. Watch.
I have friends with kids. It's certifiably insane.
It's gonna, you're gonna start unfollowing them because all they do is post pictures of them. I'm telling you, bro. It's coming.
Arian had like 3 kids by your age.
That's facts. Wait, how old are you? 27? Yeah.
Yeah.
3.
Oh,
Wow, I nailed that.
that's crazy.
They make you
Didn't
grow
know
up
that.
fast.
But yeah, don't get married on. If your wedding is currently tentatively scheduled for October 12th, do your friends. They don't want that. They don't need that.
It's my mom's birthday. I'm gonna call her real early in the day.
Yeah.
real early.
Call her at 8:30 when college game day's on.
Oh,
Your mom-
I forgot about.
You
college
said your mom's
game
birthday
day.
is October 12th?
Yep,
Wow. That's pretty cool.
it is. So I'm gonna have to call her early, have the conversation, talk to her for about a half hour.
It's
Probably
also-
pencil her in for 10:30.
It's also Yom Kippur.
Oh, is it?
Yom Kippur.
There you go. It's a Jewish holiday, right?
Yes.
Would you convert from Judaism, knowing that Yom Kippur is October 12th?
What do you have to do for Yom Kippur?
Is that the Day of Atonement?
Is it fasting?
Yeah. You
Oh,
gotta
it's a bad
fast.
day to fast.
I think it is. Yeah.
No washing or bathing, no perfumes or deodorants, no wearing leather shoes, no sex,
What's that?
no driving, no work.
Well, that sounds like the perfect holiday to sit on the couch and watch college football.
Yeah, or just go to a game. Don't worry about taking a shower.
You said you can't drive though. Did you say that?
Yeah.
Can you?
No eating or drinking, no bathing, no anointing the body with oil, no wearing leather shoes, no sexual relations. I don't know if
Eating or
like,
drinking is tough, but the rest of it.
I don't know if it's like where they can't use electricity, because that would put you in.
Well, isn't that Saturday anyway?
Yeah.
So is that sun up to sundown? You have to fast.
I think so.
yeah.
So you can
Like no
You
phone.
can eat and drink.
I think
Imagine the
is the thing.
spread you'd have ready to go for the national game at the end of the day, the night game.
It's a big fasting holiday.
It's a good thing Kirk Herbstreit's not Jewish. That would be a tough day for him to get around. October 12th. Can't wait.
It's going to be awesome.
Circle. Don't get married.
Do not get married.
Not on October 12th. Move it.
What would you if you? I've had this conversation with a shorty I was talking to recently because I don't like my last name. I think it's trash.
Not my name, my signature, just to be clear.
Oh yeah. So if you was to change your last name, is there any name that you thought was cool, just last name that you were like, I could do that one?
Cool names.
I could go. Waters has always been like one of the best last names. Waters
Waters is a cool name. Yeah.
It's fire, dog. Like, if my last name was Waters, oh, you couldn't tell me shit.
Your avatar ass.
Yeah, it's facts, bro.
PFT.
Yep.
Arian Waters literally translates to the Rhine.
That's good.
You like that?
I like that.
Yeah.
You should, Connor. You should marry somebody named. You should marry Nia Long, and then your Long Nap.
Right.
That'd be good.
Totally.
Or somebody with Good as a last name.
Good nap.
Yeah, Good Nap would be good.
But this isn't
No,
a.
but-
Are you saying it'd be hyphenated?
Yeah.
No.
You
Good
could name your
dash
kids
nap.
this.
Yeah, that'd be
Yeah.
awesome.
Or
The
sometimes,
coldest.
also for women, sometimes they change their middle names too and make their maiden name their middle name. So then you got to change two names.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or marry somebody with the last name E Roots, and then Nappy Roots.
Right. Totally.
He just kind of said, "Oh no."
I gave Arian Waters a nice handoff there.
Arian Waters. That sounds good. That just sounds fire, dog.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. It's just way smoother.
Would Waters have been a different number?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Well,
I feel like Waters is a single digit.
well, if Foster would have been a single digit if they allowed us to do that in the NFL when I was there.
Waters is 20. That way you can be like H2O.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's good.
Go ahead and
Mhm.
That's
cook
good.
BFT.
But in my mind, I can't explain why, but Waters is a 3 to me. I can't
I can
explain
see
it.
that.
You'd be faster if your name was
I
Waters.
know exactly what you're talking about. Some names look good with numbers in your mind.
Yes, no, for sure.
Yeah. Man.
Like
okay.
say a last name and I'll tell you what number.
Okay,
they
okay.
are.
I like that. Okay. Swan.
Oh, Swan's a 5.
Ooh, okay. I like that. Let's do
And are we assuming all these guys are skill position players?
yeah, it gotta be. Nobody
Okay.
cares about what lineman
Yeah,
numbers
yeah.
they wear. Except when they're single digit linemen, offensive and defensive linemen in college when they wear single digit numbers. That's just the worst shit. I hate that shit.
I agree.
Unless it's a defensive end.
No, I still don't like it.
Nah. Like when Kleiner was like number 7 or something like that, right? That looks sweet. D end, I'm okay with that.
UT's got a guy this year who's he's number 10. I'm looking up his
I hate that.
I'm looking up his
Ne-
measurements right now because
I
he
can't
is
stand
a
it. Can't
comically
stand it.
large human being.
We're
'Cause you too
99
big.
like a man.
Yeah,
He
you too big,
is
bro.
6'2", 340.
You don't need
Elijah
to be in
Simmons,
10.
number 10.
I would say it to his face.
That's a sweet, like slim number, dog. You got to be able to get active with that one. Not
Yep.
stop the run.
All right,
That's
give me
gross.
2 more names.
I got you. Let's go with Fletcher.
Ooh, Fletcher. First thing that came to me was 13.
Okay.
I'm seeing
I'm not-
13 on
I'm
Fletcher.
not bad at that. Okay.
I could see Fletcher 13 like a slot receiver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, one more.
Let's go with the regular Jones.
Well, immediately my mind goes to Chipper Jones, who was 10. But if it's a Black Jones, Black Jones is 6.
Okay. Like Jones is
White
six.
Jones is 10.
I got you.
Are you saying that they're 3/5?
No fucking way. No fucking way. Oh,
Wow. What the fuck was that, Big T?
there is no fucking way.
The amount of time that you concocted that joke is so
Oh.
impressive, dog.
That's crazy.
Holy shit.
That's crazy.
That shit is fucking holy.
wow.
Hey,
Hey, sometimes the universe just sets you up for one.
Wow.
Are we allowed to leave that in?
Yeah,
I feel, but I feel like
that's
one of the greatest.
that joke's
that's one of
fucking
his-
staying. in
no,
this
it's a
podcast.
great joke, but I feel like it makes me look bad.
You know, you just have subconscious racism.
No, you can't argue that because you had to simplify that fraction. That's a step further.
Yeah, so it runs deep with you.
Yeah, it's gotten to the point where like Big T's internal math is racist.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Oh my god, what a fucking joke. PFT, that hang that one in the Louvre.
Sure,
That
yeah.
was fucking hilarious though. What was my original point? Pedophilia.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Do not.
So, wait,
do not.
restart
real
it.
quick before you start. Do not clip that.
Are you serious?
Do not clip that.
Bro, that is one of the
Boo,
funniest
No,
lame.
no, 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 no,
Hey,
no. I've dealt with enough.
We're clipping it.
Oh, please.
Do not clip that.
We're
Air-
clipping it.
Or
I think we- I
PFT
think
and
we
Arian
have
are
to-
my boss.
I think
so.
we have to clip it. That is one
No.
of the funniest.
No, you
That's
can't clip.
one of the-
Listen, it's very funny. I agree, but these people they'll come after you.
Nah, they ain't gonna
It
They
was
come after.
completely
man.
you won't even
Yeah,
see it.
Big T, lighten up.
I'm not the one that has a problem with
I
it.
don't think that you're wrong, by the way. I think that those are great numbers.
All right,
We
whatever.
all agreed. I
Go-
agree.
Yeah.
It's just the joke was so on point.
It felt like we wrote that entire thing out.
Bro, the imagination for him to pull all of this historical and then conversation, bro, that shit is genius.
Listen, I'll be honest. It was very lucky that Big T chose those exact numbers.
I can't fucking believe it.
Yeah,
That
but
shit's amazing. Dog.
Now
All right.
that you said wrote it, people are gonna think that was a bit.
no, we don't do bits.
I know.
Anyways,
but people are
back to
gonna
when
think
you
it.
were presumed innocent earlier on this show.
Wait, hold on. My pedophilia point. This is why.
Yeah,
I'm trying to-
We're
restart
all
it.
over the place.
Please restart it so that we can get this. What were you saying about
You're
pedophilia?
not gonna find a soul that thinks pedophilia is a right course of action. For
There
your
you go.
desire.
Mhm.
All right.
Now, Jerry, what are your favorite feet?
Ooh,
Most iconic feet
iconic.
in world history?
Well, like I have to pick pick somebody.
Yeah.
I mean that'll be tough. Man, you know, year one of Feet the Streets, this girl from New Jersey won it. I mean, it blew my mind. Her feet were just top tier.
What color polish?
White, just white
Classic.
anklet. Like a
All
tat.
right.
tat on the
So
ankle.
Are you thinking about Dan?
think-
Are you thinking about Big Cat's feet?
No, the first year I did it.
Okay.
I did it years ago.
I think you're the only dude I've ever known that has admitted that they got a foot
Nah, you just don't know the right dudes.
fetish. Could be, but like, I've never had one of the homies be like, "Man, you see the feet, dog? It's never been a thing." about it."
Really?
So, nah.
Now, fun
So-
fact for you, Arian. I don't want to put this guy on the spot, but I'm going to put him on the spot.
Okay.
I don't know if you've ever met him, though. He works for Barstool. His name is Security Mike.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He held me down at Greenbrier.
Yes.
Not Greenbrier.
So I was talking to him one day, and he's like, "Hey, I got to tell you a secret." I'm like, "What's up?" He's like, "The only reason I married my wife was because of her feet. She had incredible feet, and I love feet, so I get where you're coming from. There's a lot of guys out there. They're not going to let it be known like I do, but under the radar, there's a lot of them." And
No,
ma-
I totally agree with you. I mean, we all got our little closet freaky shit that we
Yeah.
like. You know what I mean?
So you-
I'm out with mine. I like older women. You know what I'm saying?
okay, but you don't like feet, Arian.
No, it's not that I dislike feet. I'm very. It's not a plus or minus.
Okay, I have a
Well,
question.
that was-
I have a
That
personal
was
question.
well, this was my question to you.
Okay, go.
And keep your question because I'll answer it.
Yeah.
But my question was, what makes a good foot and what makes a bad foot? Because I just see feet. I don't really know. I don't know how to gauge a good.
So
or
a bad
foot.
foot, I mean a rough heel, nail polish chipped, bunion. I mean that's a bad foot.
Warts.
Damn.
Yeah, like nobody wants that. I like a really soft, small foot with uniform toes, and the toes have to go on a right angle. Like you don't want them like the index, like the second toe, longer than the the big toe.
Oh, so there's got to be
I want them like on an angle like this, going like
straight
that.
line.
Yeah. So
Nice little
Interesting.
slope down the hill.
exactly, and hopefully there's a nail on the pinky toe, because some girls, they lose that nail on the pinky toe because it's so small. So I got to have a nail on there.
And do you like having a nail that's visible, or just like some girls also have? You can only see the end of the nail. Like the white part of the nail.
Yeah.
Do you like having a little bit of space there?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Yeah. So there is one.
Hey, will you rate my feet, bro?
I don't really do guys.
No.
Well, you did one time.
Carlita.
I got tricked. I got tricked one time. They showed a
That's what
guy.
I'm saying. Gender neutral feet, dog.
Yeah, I mean,
Rate his feet. Rate his
I'll
feet.
rate your foot.
I want to see if I got good feet. All right?
Yeah, I'll be honest. I'll be honest.
I can't
Please do.
imagine a
Please
guy
do,
who
brother.
played football for so long has good feet.
Yeah, but Arian
Why you
reminds me of a
judging
guy.
me all-
I'm not. I'm just saying. It feels like your feet have been through a lot.
No, but I feel like
see if my-
Arian takes care of
Yeah, I think he
himself.
does take care of his feet.
I don't take care of my feet.
Okay,
Okay.
well, then
This could be
now I'm
bad.
going to see some nasty ass feet.
You want both feet or one?
One foot will do the job.
Have you seen Shaq's feet?
Okay.
Yeah, bad.
What's-
It's a bad
What
foot.
angle do you prefer?
Just put them up to the screen and just show me the toes.
I think we need.
I'm just
We
gonna-
need
I'm just gonna
everything.
Take a picture and I'm gonna send it to.
Oh, okay, good.
No. Put 'em
No,
up to the
yeah.
screen, right?
Give it to the people.
Yeah.
Well, I'll put the photo in the podcast.
Perfect. All right.
Boo.
So what's
In
what,
the
brother? This angle, you gonna have me like spreading?
No,
you
no,
on
no,
camera?
yeah, 'cause he
That's
can't
gonna-
move
that's
his
gonna be
Yeah,
camera.
weird.
just like this, Arian. Just up and
Bird's eye view.
bird's eye view.
Do you need bottom of the foot as well?
Nah, no bottom. Bottom.
The arch.
Yeah, no,
Okay,
I can tell.
Yeah, okay, I'm looking. I'm looking. All right. No, see, I got a bunny and I'm already fucked.
Yeah,
up.
you're fucked.
Arian quick puts on white nail polish.
Can you rank the colors for us?
White, of course. I mean,
To my white feet.
no. Nail polish color. So I'd go. My top 5 would be a white. In the second would be
I'm gonna do portrait mode. You know what I'm saying?
I like that. second would be a French tip.
Ooh, what's that?
Okay.
Oh,
Is that the white tip?
So yeah, that's
Yeah.
like the white tip. That's
Like frost.
That's exotic.
Yeah.
2, because the people get the French on the nails, they don't usually get the French on the toes.
That's true.
So that would be 2. 3 would be like a really light pink, super light pink. 4, believe it or not, and this is gonna be a wild one, I would do black at 4.
Really?
I
nail
would do
polish.
black
Wow.
at 4. It's different. It's got to match the foot though. You know what I mean?
Okay.
What about the neon colors?
That's what I'm getting. My 5 would be orange.
Okay.
My 5 would be orange, bright orange.
All right,
Jerry, we got
my
the
God.
photo.
Oh my
here's
God.
Arian's foot.
It's just so shocking.
Well, I will tell you this.
Talk to me, Jay. Talk to me, nice, dog.
It looks like a smooth foot. The nails are
very
all
smooth.
intact, which is good. The pinky toe is doing his own thing,
He kind of shy.
and
I ain't gonna lie.
the bunion is tough.
I mean,
But
yeah,
but other than that, it's not. I mean, I've seen worse.
it's not a bad foot, right?
It's not a bad foot
For a guy's toe,
so
that's
too.
for a football player who ran so much. This is actually pretty good.
yeah.
The second
what I'm
toe
saying.
is bigger
I like
than
that.
the big toe.
Yeah,
A
yeah,
little
but
bit,
that's
yeah.
It's about the same size. It's about the same
yeah,
size.
but it's not
Maybe a little
terrible
bit.
for an athlete.
Can I make one
I
comment
agree.
about your foot as well?
Please do, man.
The most clearly defined pinky toe I've ever seen. It doesn't extend from the foot. The foot stops and then the pinky toe happens. It's an interesting.
Could be why my dead leg was so mean. It really grips the floor. you know?
Yeah. It's an interesting looking pinky.
So, you know what's interesting, dog? That pinky toe thing right there. You see how mine kind of tuck in?
Yeah.
It's genetic, right? So it's like all my kids, they have a pinky toe that
Yeah.
kind of tuck in. All of them.
My
Wow.
grandmother, she had a fucked up pinky toe. The pinky
Yo.
toe went over the other toe.
really
Like this.
Wow.
Like that.
You know, I can do that with my
Really?
toe.
That's crazy.
Let me show you. Let me show you.
like by your like just
Yeah.
sitting there.
Yeah. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. I got bad feet. Sorry. Watch.
Oh, bottom of this foot's bad.
Watch.
Wow. Oh my God.
Yeah, I can cross that.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I have no movement in my pinky toe.
Yeah, I can cross it. Uncross it. Cross.
Oh my
Uncross.
God.
Cross.
Yeah, I don't really have no movement either.
I never seen anything like that.
You guys can't move your pinky toe?
I can't. I don't think. No.
You can't
I can-
bend it?
I can flail it out, but I can't do anything else with it.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Interesting.
I think maybe the longer index toe that you have, Arian, that might be good for pushing off.
Could be, man. Could be.
Well, I saw something in Big T's eyes when he was looking at your feet. I think Big T might secretly be a foot guy.
Might be a foot guy, yeah.
It's not. It does nothing for me either way.
But you don't know until you try. That's the thing.
Well, so what was your question for me, though?
But try what?
Have you ever? Oh, that my question is: have you ever had a foot job?
What is a foot job?
Well,
Use your imagination.
well, think
Aaron.
about that. For a
Wait,
second.
what's a hand job, Aaron?
Where somebody beating my stuff with their feet?
Yeah.
Nah, I've never had a foot job.
So you
bro.
don't really know yet, and that's okay.
All right, so I'm not opposed to anything. I'm pretty freaky,
Yeah,
Jerry.
yeah, for sure.
But it's like I just don't see because like we're not. I mean, we're primates.
Yes.
But our lower extremities don't have as much control as our upper ones, so it's more so like you just skin because they're not grabbing. You can't grab.
Well, their toes can do some crazy things.
I've never.
Yeah.
They have never had. I'll request it.
Yeah, just see what. Try if you like it, great. If you don't, it's like whatever. You tried it and you didn't like it.
You
It
just
is what
fucked
it
the
is.
foot. Who cares?
Yeah.
So you finished
I
Like
wouldn't
what?
say I
On-
finished. No,
on the arches?
I know I wouldn't say I finished. It's just getting started. You know, just
No. I'm saying like during your foot job, like you have finished the entire like the whole session was a foot job. It wasn't like you didn't.
oh no. That's just some foreplay. That's just
Oh, okay.
yeah.
I got
Yeah, not,
Would you rather have a foot job or a blow job?
tough.
you. That's crazy, bro. What?
well, you know,
Like it's your birthday, something special.
special occasion foot job.
Yeah.
She's done up nice.
Yeah, it's got to be a foot job.
One person that shares your sentiment, Jerry.
Mm-hmm.
Listen to this interview with NFL player
Yes, Rex Ryan.
Micah Parsons.
Oh,
No.
Micah Parsons.
Listen to this. Listen to this.
Your favorite player growing up? Cam Newton. Best trash talker in the NFL? Probably Leonard Fournette. Oh, he talks a lot of trash. Talks too much. Oh, yeah, I had to look back and forth on Twitter as well. Okay. Favorite sports movie? Rudy. Most embarrassing song on your playlist? Shakira.
That's not embarrassing.
Secure. Hips don't lie. Oh, okay.
I feel like Shakira is not
I
embarrassing.
mean, the way that I do it is probably embarrassing. Like, all right.
Fair.
Last question. Weirdest thing about you that few people know? I have a foot fetish. A foot fetish? Yeah. You like toes? Yeah.
And that's it.
That's a guy who's seasoned.
That's the end of the interview right there.
I never seen that.
Yeah, Micah Parsons.
Wow.
You know him?
I met him.
Now you got something to talk to him about
Wow.
next time.
Do I have his number?
You ever talk to TJ about this? TJ Watt. not
I don't
Hitchens.
know. I never talked to TJ about it. I don't think.
That's something maybe after your second time golfing you bring up.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
for
yeah.
sure. For sure.
Don't want to ruin things.
Yeah, but I don't know. I'm into it. I like it. It is what it is.
You got to be careful how you bring it up to dudes too, because like
Yeah.
they might think you like all feet. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No. Yeah. No. Not all feet.
Like I said, it's one of the first times like that has ever like a murder mystery probably where the killer is that I've heard about anyway, that the killer is talking to the police.
Well, so the
It's
other
such a-
thing that I found conflicting reports on, I think most people think that wasn't the killer that wrote that, but
Later on they've seemed to believe that might not be the killer and that might be a sick joke from a medical student actually.
but in the letter he said that he would cut the next one's ear off, which did happen, but they had put it like in the newspaper and everything, so people, I guess, if that wasn't the killer could have seen that and done it to make it seem like that was him.
It could be. I mean,
By the way, Jack the Ripper, 10 out of 10 name. If that guy really came up with it for himself, outstanding job. That guy should have had a job in marketing.
he did. I mean, shit. It was his 1880s, and we still talking about the shit that he did.
That's got to be
crazy.
number one serial killer name of all time.
I think the Zodiac Killer is good too.
Zodiac Killer, Mike Gotti.
I don't know. It's just it's clean. Ironically enough, it works. It's to the point. Jack the Ripper.
It's not bad.
I love
Like,
it.
It's
I love it. Don't love what he did. Hate the sin, love the sinner.
I don't think we love the sinner.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I don't love. Well,
We love his name.
yeah, great name, outstanding branding.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of other good ones.
I mean, most of, like
I-
Ted Bundy's just his name.
Yeah, Zodiac Killer's probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
probably
Or the
one.
smiley face killer.
Nah, that kind of stinks.
No.
Jack the Ripper's all time.
Yeah, and it's so eerie, and that's what's crazy about this time is like there's no how they investigated things. Like there's no really way to know. They couldn't even call the police. They were like, "Yo, I'm on my way to work. If you see one, man, holla at him. Tell him what happened."
Is it John Mulaney that was talking
Yes,
about
it
committing
is.
crimes before DNA?
Yes.
And he was
Okay.
like, detective, we found the suspect's semen on the victim. And he's like, gross.
Yeah.
There's a pool of the killer's blood.
Yeah.
Ah.
Like, I mean, in the 1800s,
He's like, people would dress up to shoot up the bank or something,
Yeah,
to go
yeah.
rob a bank.
I think,
And then say who it was. Be like,
Yeah, yeah.
I'm Jack the Ripper.
Yeah.
And then he run
He's
away.
like, they'd shoot their name with bullets on the wall.
I think for the most part, you could kind of do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Like,
How did they solve crimes in the 1800s?
It was like witness. I think people may have been a little bit more. You would have to have witnesses like a little bit more forthcoming, because it's more of like a communal atmosphere. So, like you alert the watchman, hey man, something happened, or what I'm saying. Whereas now you just call the police. I guess it's damn near impossible to solve. Like there's not a lot of evidence that could be. And then think about how much innocent people they probably locked up, because one of the most, if you ask any lawyer or people that are in courts, one of the most I guess
unreliable
things is witness testimony.
Yeah, I was just
Because
thinking about that.
people are horrible with memory. It's why the Mandela effect is a thing. Like we just don't have very good memories, or our experiences doesn't reflect reality that well. And there's probably a bunch of people that just got locked up. It's like my dog. Like I was chilling, bro. I was going to the pub, trying to give me a little local tail, and all of a sudden I'm locked up for murder. Crazy times.
Go into London prison in the 1800s because somebody said you did something. That's gotta suck.
Mm-hmm. And I think it's with this next one. It could be. Is it Elizabeth Stride? They did not appear to appear willing to go out. He was hugging and kissing her, and he seemed to be a respectable man. We were rather astonished at the way he was going on with the woman. The two men couldn't resist a little heart-hearted banter at a couple's expense, and remarked to the woman, "Watch out, that's leather apron getting around you." And so they kind of joked about the whole thing to her, the people that saw her last, which is kind of wild.
That's what they were calling him before Jack the Ripper, right? Was leather apron?
Yeah, leather apron. Around 11:45, William Marshall, a laborer who lived at number 64 Burner Street, was standing outside his lodgings when he noticed a man and a woman outside number 63. They both seemed quite sober, and he watched them begin to kiss. He heard the man remark to the woman, "You would say anything but your prayers." Oh, hey, that's kind of a line right there. If you're talking like dirty, it seemed like a little foreplay talk. Hey, you gonna say anything but your prayers. That's kind of, I'm fucking with that.
You like that?
That's kind of nice, though. Girl, you gonna say anything.
I'm
with your
telling you,
prayers,
dude,
huh?
this guy had bars. He had good, like, he should have been Jack the Rapper. He should have been doing hip hop.
Do you think Chance the Rapper took any like inspiration from Jack the Ripper? Like kind of close.
I don't know. It's a good question.
Chance
I've
the
never
Rapper.
considered that.
Chance the Rapper, Jack the Ripper.
I also haven't considered anything about Chance the Rapper since 2015 because he fell off incredibly hard.
Yeah, unfortunately.
I will give Jack the Ripper one more compliment.
Not again.
Listen, you got it. Listen,
You can't lead with that after that description,
listen.
bro.
I understand it. I'm looking at the picture. It's crazy, but I don't respect it. This guy, he had to be the fastest worker to ever live. I mean, he had 5 minutes to do this.
It's wild. It's wild.
If nothing else, efficient. You got to hand it to him.
Hey, for a dude that's scared of getting accused of murder,
Yeah.
you sure are mighty complimentary of this
Yeah,
this
that's a
dude.
bad look.
This is 150 years ago.
I'm just saying you're
What's the
complimenting it
cutoff?
today.
How long before you could make jokes about murder?
JFK's funny now, so like 60 years.
Okay, 60 is the cut. 50 not so funny.
50, you know, there are people that remember 50. I mean, I guess 60 years ago too, but JFK, people make funny JFK jokes now, so like 60.
It's true. What about 9/11 jokes?
Not funny yet.
No.
But
funny?
I mean, people are pushing it.
No, I saw
They're
this-
going
I
for
saw-
them.
They
I
are.
saw this meme of it's a little kid and he's getting fed by his mother. And you know how people do the airplane thing with the
Mhm.
spoon? They go boom,
Yeah,
boom
yeah,
with kids. The spoon, they got a little airplane over the spoon, and the kid has the Twin Towers behind him.
I mean,
It's
people
just
do
not
make
funny.
9/11 jokes all the time.
100%. I guess it's just a subjective thing. I know people feel certain. I think if you have something connected to it, I don't think that shit will ever be funny. But if you're not connected to it, I think after like 5-10 years, people just forget it and try to make light of the situation.
And look, Jack the Ripper, awful person, terrible, disgusting acts, but he worked quick.
Yeah, he was
guess.
man. He was Jack the Ripper.
Is that like,
Um,
who is it? Ted
so-
Kaczynski? That was like a genius or something.
Yeah, he went to like Harvard.
Yeah, that's like saying like, well, Ted Kaczynski's smart guy.
but also the bar for being caught back then was really low. I mean, there was no cameras. Witnesses was always drunk. There was low lighting. There was no electricity. Or was there electricity? I don't think there was like gas lamps and shit, right?
Yeah, I
I
don't,
don't know when
think so.
electricity entered the folds, but there just wasn't a lot of resources for you to collect evidence. I've always thought like people's bloodlines and lineages are hella under. Like if your family comes from a certain place or your namesake, the one thing I know about human beings, bro, is they be fucking. They gonna have sex, and back then cheating was so easy. So easy. There's no location. There's no GPS. There's no homies. If you get caught, you sloppy as shit back then. So like, there's probably some kids that people had that probably wasn't theirs. There was no DNA testing. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, that's true.
You want me to denigrate Jack the Ripper?
I would love to.
People are asking.
I'd love you to.
People are asking, only having 5 bodies in this era, was he really that prolific? This is kind of, he should have been putting up wilt numbers.
Wait, I thought it was 11 were connected to him by the end though.
Five,
that's what
like
the
for
experts
sure,
think.
but maybe
5, yeah.
up to 11. But
Yeah,
even
maybe up to
11,
11.
I mean, this guy, it was impossible to get caught. You had
if you got caught back then, like you were just
you had to go in and tell them you did it.
Well,
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
So people are
So-
asking 5 bodies, like that's kind of,
But I feel like the more bodies you stack, oof. Like kill, the more chances you have to get caught. Like at some point, maybe he wanted to like toe the line, but not go. I don't
No,
know.
he was complacent. He was fine with 5. He was like, my legacy's cemented.
Yeah.
But now that we look at it, I think his legacy is tarnished. I think he didn't put up enough numbers.
What would have been enough numbers in your eyes?
20?
Jesus Christ.
That's a lot.
You couldn't get caught,
bruh.
dude.
I'm not mad at you. I'm just saying that's a lot.
But
dog.
like at a certain point, you don't want to push your own luck. This sounds so bad.
I don't think he cared about pushing.
I guess he's killing people. What's
wouldn't
his
be
luck?
doing
at
Did
that
Jack the Ripper win enough rings? That's what people are asking.
Right.
I think it's possible the answer's no.
Right.
He's
He's LeBron. He's LeBron in terms of championships.
He's LeBron in 2010.
Yeah. Has he won the big one? though?
Correct. Can he win the big one? We don't know.
He's like Connor McDavid.
Exactly.
Y'all are wild.
Christ.
Y'all are
He has a
wild.
few playoff wins.
Yeah.
Not the big one.
Yeah.
There was
Or-
2 more.
Jack the Ripper can get you to the Eastern Conference Finals every year. He can do that. We know that. But has he won? Can he win 3 championships in a row? That's what we need to know. And I don't know that we ever got that answer.
Well, the thing is,
I mean,
there's
he
a lot of
killed
murders
people.
that are out that we kind of attribute to him. you know, and so we don't know. It was before, you know, like I said, it's Wilt holding up 100.
Yeah.
We don't
know.
That's
weren't
fake
there.
too.
He
That's
hit,
so
you know what I'm
true.
saying? That's fake too.
That for sure never happened.
I don't know, dog. That's a question.
What's up, Macrodosing crew? My name is Ben. I'm calling from Pittsburgh. I had a question about where you guys draw the line on where you will leave a job or stop working for a boss. So my instance is a boss asked me to steal gas from a customer, and that was the point where I knew that I was not able to work for that boss anymore. So I pretty easily walked out of that job, went my own way. But I just was curious if you guys had any specific stories like that or any lines where you guys had drawn where you knew that you were done working for a boss. Stay beautiful, stay pretty. Thank you guys, and Macrodosing.
Can I answer this first?
Vibe.
Yeah.
Because I've worked here for about 5 years. Someone tried to kill me, and I was filmed nude. And I'm still working here, so my line is pretty far.
Yeah, it's pretty far.
Who filmed you nude? What is? I don't know about this.
Yeah, I don't know about this.
It wasn't filming,
we told
right?
this story. No, it was on.
No,
when
it
we
was
first moved
filmed.
into this office, the shower
It
upstairs.
was recorded.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Brandon and I were like, we're gonna get here early in the mornings and play basketball, and I was like, cool, I'll just like bring a change of clothes and shower and change before work. And I went into that shower and there was a camera in there, and luckily no one was in the office, but it was on, like in the control room.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah.
That's a tough line.
I got
yeah.
pantsed last night.
I saw that. Yeah.
I mean, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
That was
And
crazy.
you were handcuffed at the time.
I was handcuffed, yeah.
So you're lucky that your costume was covering everything.
Dick ass out.
Yeah.
Wait, you didn't have you
No,
had
no,
no
I had a hot dog suit on. But
Okay.
my dick and my ass were bare.
got it.
But it was underneath. You couldn't see
Right.
because
Right,
it was
right.
hanging down. Yeah.
I got a case there.
But then you got a case. Yeah. You also, when that happens, you have to be very careful with your steps. Because
yeah.
you don't want to fall over.
I know.
Because if you fall over, then it's the whole fruit basket's out there.
Tough.
And that's going to be a bad no matter what
Yeah.
side.
And I was so nervous too, because I was soft. I was so soft.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're playing a video game or a board game at work.
Yeah.
It'd be weirder if you had like a semi going on.
Yeah. Yeah, that could have been bad.
Okay, so if you had fallen down,
Mm-hmm.
would you have rather fallen ass up or dick and balls up?
I mean, I was soft, so ass.
Ass, but then
If I was hard, I'd say dick.
Well, then, it'd break your shit if you fell.
But then, if you fell stomach first, you could get the back flop when you hit the ground.
Yeah.
Which sometimes looks worse if you see the ass and then the balls and the dick like pop through the back end real quick for a second. Then it's like, what the fuck is going on with this?
Yeah, that could have been bad. I don't really have I don't know. I don't really have a line.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. This job is so different that it's just like there really is no. I don't know. I mean, unless like Dave like did something like crazy bad.
What if they made you do something that you didn't want to do? Like, what if they told you you're not allowed to watch NFL games this year?
Yeah, I couldn't do it then. Yeah, I'd have to leave on that. Like that. Yeah, that would be one thing where I'd be like, yeah, I'm out.
Yeah. What if they made Rico your boss?
No, I don't think so.
You think you could work for Rico?
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you think that'd be like? I feel like he would change his mind 3 times a minute.
Yeah,
himself.
he does. I know. I don't know. It'd probably be bad, but I don't think I'd leave.
Would you do walking bets for him? Dump him out?
Yeah. Yeah, I probably would.
That'd be a good one. We did a TikTok a couple years ago where we were ripping each other, like the back pockets of each other's jeans off.
I've seen that trend, yeah.
And I did one where I wasn't wearing any underwear underneath it. And so they ripped my jeans down, and then I fell down on my stomach. My ass was out, and it had some of the back flop in it.
Okay.
And so Hank posted my dick and balls online.
You were wearing jeans with no underwear?
Yeah, that was a joke.
Oh, it was a bit.
Yeah, just my ass cheeks were supposed to come out.
Yeah.
Oh, so you knew it was happening?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought it was a surprise pantsing.
No.
You happened to be wearing denim on
dick.
Yeah.
There.
with
No.
that day.
No, that's Chafe City. I wouldn't do that.
Got it.
But yeah, I was surprised to see the back half of it. Okay. Any other, Arian, do you have an instance where you would not work for somebody or something that's happened in your past where you've had a boss that asked you to do something, cross the line?
I've never actually had a job. So
That's a fair answer.
But I mean, I don't say that to like stunt. It's just like I've never been in the situation where I could make that call. But I think just knowing me, I would do what I had to do and put up what I had to put up with in order to get where I had to go. If I had like a goal in mind, or you know, I know where I want to go. All that is kind of contingent on the game plan. So like if like I got to save up $20,000, and once I get here, I'm gonna move on. Like you have to weigh the risk versus reward, because I think when you working in industries, certain industries, especially like labor related industries where you just kind of working, you don't really have a lot of good relationships or atmosphere. I think you can put up with a lot more because there's a means to an end, but everybody has their moral line that they would draw. Like, I mean, for me, my means, I put up with a lot, like going through the ranks of like playing ball, right?
Yeah, Dan Orlovsky was your quarterback at one point.
Also, like a boss, you know what I'm saying? Like head coaches be talking dirty to you. You know what I'm saying? You got to bite your tongue or else you could get cut, especially if you're lower cat. And so like shit like that. But like there was a means to an end, and there's a method to the madness. So like it depends. Like I would never hurt nobody. Like if I was doing a job, and the case, I'd be like, I could never like work in like defense, like defense making, like Lockheed Martin, something like I could never do that shit, because like overseas they're killing innocent people. I could never do no shit like that. But
you did have to quit your job that one time when you started sucking.
But it had nothing to do with the boss.
That's
and
true.
I didn't start sucking. I walked away on my own terms, brother.
Okay.
I wish you the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He kind of owned you on that one, Big T.
No.
I wish you
was
nothing
facts.
but the best. I quit a job one time. I was in high school. I worked at a gym, and at this gym, my job was to like look after the daycare. So people would come in to work out. They drop their kids off, and then we would play like basketball with them or capture the flag, whatever, soccer, whatever we had going on that day. That was half my job. The other half of my job was just checking in on the locker room whenever there was a disturbance in there. So I got asked one time to go get this guy out of the steam room because there was a large either Persian or Russian hairy man that was pacing back and forth in the steam room, slapping himself in the chest and yelling. And so I walk into the steam room, and there's this big dude, barrel-chested, super hairy, and he's just, sure enough, hitting himself, just like yelling out loud. I just turned around and walked out. I was like, that's above my pay grade. Yeah. I don't get paid enough for that. And then what happened a couple days later was they asked me to take somebody had diarrhea in the ball pit. And so that's the worst place to have diarrhea, by the way.
Oh my God.
A kid did, yeah. And so
That's tough.
they asked me to fill up these giant clear plastic trash bags with the balls from the ball pit, put them in there, and then go clean them off.
Oh, they couldn't even get new balls?
No, they wanted to clean the balls off. So I was like, this sucks. I'm getting paid $5.25 an hour to do this. I'm putting all the balls into the bag. There's diarrhea on them. I've got gloves, but it's still stinky and it's a mess. I put them in there. Then I've got a big bag filled with diarrhea balls. And I just said to myself, I don't even know what I'm doing here. Like I don't need the $5.25 an hour that much right now.
Wait, so you had to sort out which balls were diarrhea?
No, you can't pick and choose. You assume that every ball has diarrhea on it.
Okay, I was about to say yes, that didn't make no sense.
I'm not I'm picking up each ball, smelling it. That's clean.
Hey, clean up this ball pit that may or may not have diarrhea. Use your discretion.
Yeah, because we weren't exactly sure when the diarrhea happened, and then there were other kids that had moved some of the balls around that were in there at the time, so you had to assume that every ball was poison. Yeah.
Do ball pits still exist?
I'm sure
yeah.
they do.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I just
some Chick-fil-A's.
Really?
I missed that. You remember McDonald's, Eric?
Yeah, the
McDonald's
play place.
had
Play places.
That shit was magical, man. But it's very unsanitary.
Very.
You grow up, you stop hearing about ball pits.
Well, I think
there was this
using.
What was it? There was this place that it makes its rounds like maybe once a year in Houston, but it's called like Candy World or something like that, Candyland. And it's like this, like, you know, Willy Wonka experience where you walk in and like the walls have like trees that have candy on them and stuff like that. It's this really dope place. And they had a ball pit like that, and I jumped in. It was like 2 summers ago. I jumped in that bitch. Yeah.
Did it rock?
You say that again?
Was it awesome?
Yeah, you asked me if it rocked.
Yeah, because I feel like there should be adult ball pits.
No, it was amazing. Like any place where there's like big kid activities, I'm in. Like I'm a child, dog. Like I will absolutely go on a merry-go-round. I will slide down the slides. I'm a child.
You say we? You put your hands up and say we?
Oh, he trying to get me back. That's how you jump in your bathtub, okay?
Yeah, that's true. There was a moment of panic though when you were a kid and you jumped into a ball pit and it was deeper than you thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
And then you're like, am I going to suffocate in this ball pit? Like, have any kids actually suffocated
I'm sure.
in a ball pit?
Oh, I'm sure there's a couple cases of that.
You know which one I get kind of like nervous on? You ever been to like a trampoline park and you jump a trampoline into the foam pit?
The foam, yeah.
I'm kind of, I'm on the heavier side from, what children are. So like when I jump into the foam pit, I sink. And sometimes, dog, it's hard to get out. I gotta use my athleticism to get out that motherfucker. And that shit, it's scary sometimes, dog. All right, welcome back to Macrodosing. I'm your host, PFT. In the studio, we got PFT. And of course, we got PFT. And then in the back, we got PFT. So welcome in, ladies and gentlemen.
For those audio only, we are all currently wearing a PFT-like costume in celebration of his hair growth journey. And we are starting the show a little bit early, because he has no idea. So when he walks in here, we want to get his raw, honest reaction, similar to when we got the Arian Foster t-shirts.
that took a little while.
That was actually hilarious.
This will be harder to miss.
So you may have 10 minutes of just us.
Yeah, it's gonna be 10 minutes just us. Depending on how poignant he is. If he wants to be early for work, it could be faster. But if he's gonna be late, then blame him.
He's technically in the building right now, so it's just when he decides to come in.
Yeah, he's in the building. So we all have blonde wigs and sunglasses on.
Yeah.
And so we're celebrating the new growth. A metanoia, if you will, for those people that love new words out there. There's a good one for you. Metanoia. A new growth. Mine is probably more on point. Y'all got a little mullety.
Yeah, this is the best I could do on Amazon in the time constraints.
Short notice. It was a short notice for sure. And for whatever reason, dog, when I was ordering my wig, like wigs are like, it's a process to order. It's not just order the wig. Like, why is it so hard to order wigs? Like, it's not like overnight. Like, there's always something.
Yeah, no. I was trying to look for like overnight wigs on Amazon Prime, and my options were limited. And I was nervous because if it said Wednesday arrival, I didn't want it to be after we recorded. So I had to act quick. It was tough to find a good wig. I also feel like the mullet represents new growth, though.
I like it. Yeah.
Like short on top.
Yeah, on top. Yeah, because we need on top. The other thing is I accidentally ordered 2 because the first mullet I ordered, it said it was gonna be here the same day, and then like I said, there's always something wrong. And then they hit me with an email said it's not gonna arrive till Thursday, and I'm like, oh shit! So I ordered another one. It's a whole different brand, and that one came when it's supposed to, but they hit me. I was like, oh, we got it shipped anyway, so it came on time anyway. So I got 2, but I'm glad this one came. So this is the second one I had. The first one I had bangs, dog. Them shits was getting in my face. I was like, I can't do this one.
Was that like expensive? That looks like a good wig.
Yeah.
I was like $50. Is that it?
What?
Okay.
These were $18.99.
Oh.
No, yeah, yours looks good.
Yours is high quality.
That's why I'm slaying right now.
Yeah, you are.
Ariana.
Ariana Slayington.
That's why I'm fucking killing this shit, man. Do we know anything about the exact surgery that he got?
He was telling Mackenzie and I about it yesterday. He can also explain this himself probably better, but they took bits of the ends of his own hair and sprouted them in his head. So his own hair is regrowing from his head, and then those hairs will slowly fall out and cause new growth with his own hair. So it's all like his own hair. It's just almost like a graft. But he can tell you more specific. That's just what he was telling me yesterday. He said he is very sore and his head hurts really bad.
Yeah, I wonder what the process is.
I don't know. He can tell us.
Yeah. Is it like, I don't know, seeding? Do they pull shit out and put shit back in?
That's kind of what it was sounding like. It's not, and I don't really know what a hair plug necessarily is either, but seeding it sounds like a good word for it.
All right.
But
well, in light of PFT's new seating, we are now seated and we are on fleek.
And
the hair is flowing. I feel like fucking Fabio.
Yeah.
I feel gorgeous right now.
On fleek really went away.
Yeah.
That's words.
I haven't heard that in a long time.
Especially in today's world, dog. Today's world is getting. I'm about to be that
words.
old nigga that just check out, dog. It's just too much going on, bro. Have you ever just like opened your social media like there's a lot going on, right? There's so much things going on. That's we want to check out sometimes, man. Like there's a lot going on. Appreciate you. I got my protein for the day. Got a plate of eggs. Thank you so much.
I thought coffee was coming.
Yeah, me too.
I told you guys, it's got to be special. I don't want to be a crackhead. I don't want to be a crack. Listen.
Well, we record a little early today. I figured maybe you needed.
He goes.
No.
Literally.
You know what I'm saying? I can't. It is what it is. I'm fucking styling on right now. But no, listen. Coffee is amazing, and it's so amazing that I have to minimize my intake of it. Like I'm aware it's a drug. That shit is a drug. That shit is amazing. That shit is a limitless pill. For all my coffee drinkers out there, you are on drugs. We are on drugs.
This is my drug of choice.
It's a great drug. It's a great drug. Especially when you start to find out the different kind of beans, dog.
Hey, shut up.
Is he coming?
Oh, wait.
No, it's Tommy.
Oh, son of a bitch.
God damn it.
Who the fuck is Tommy?
Smokes.
Tommy Smokes. You've met him, I think.
Okay, yeah.
But he opened the door slowly. Oh.
Why he do that?
I don't know. I think he was probably looking.
I think he was looking for the other studio.
He works in New York. I don't think he knows his way around here.
Yeah, I was about to say I thought I met him in New York.
Yeah, he works in New York.
Nikki Smokes is here.
Correct.
Yep.
Very remarkably different people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nikki Smokes good people too, though. Very did not know if I would like Nikki Smokes or not, but he's a good dude. On the right side of history on a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's probably not, but yeah, probably a good dude.
He's Dolphins fan.
Once again, wrong side of history. Is he from out there?
Yeah, he is as Fort Lauderdale 25-year-old man as it gets.
He's the definition of a Florida man.
Yeah.
Got you. Oh, there's a few things I want to get off my chest before PFT gets here. It's old news by the time y'all hear this, but rest in peace, Frankie Beverly. Rest in peace, Rich Homie Quan. We had a lot of fallen ones.
James Earl Jones.
Oh, rest in peace, James Earl Jones. Damn, we had a lot of fallen soldiers, man. It is what it is, man. Life goes on. You brothers will be remembered and appreciated. And for those that don't know who Frankie Beverly is, as soon as you hear that song, that burn, 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 before I let you go. Anyway, my pipes ain't what they touted to be. But rest in peace, Frankie Beverly. Get a moment of silence.
They do come in threes, I guess.
Death comes in threes. Look at you, Big T. I didn't know that was there's a known saying.
That's what they say.
Death comes in threes. Is what it
Jimmy
is.
Carter lives to fight another day, I guess.
Yeah.
This nigga is the fucking GOAT, bro. Hey, Jimmy Carter, whatever they need to release his like detailed diet plan for the last like 10 years.
I can't imagine it's very much.
Ain't no telling, man.
Like one almond a day.
I'm on this like current egg like obsession. Like I'm obsessed with eggs right now. I cannot eat enough. Yesterday I ate a dozen. I understand that's unhealthy. I understand. It wasn't like at one sitting. I ate like 4 in the morning, and like 2 hours later I ate like 4 more, and then like later on in the day I ate like 4 more eggs. They're just so good.
How are you preparing them?
Over medium.
Oh. And just straight up?
Straight up over medium.
Like, what does your plate of eggs look like right now? Just straight up for over medium eggs?
I seasoned them, Maddie. Of course.
Well,
seasoned
I didn't
them.
say you didn't. Holy shit.
Yeah, so just 4 eggs. It's not. Listen, eggs can be healthy, and eggs are healthy, right? It can be part of a good balanced diet. A dozen eggs a day is not good for you, and it might kill you. It'll get your cholesterol high, which there's like kind of a debate about that, by the way, though, about cholesterol and eggs, and like sometimes you need cholesterol, and so I don't know. I'm not a nutritionist, but from my understanding and what I've read, they are healthy, but in excess, I think too much of anything will kill you, man. So
this feels like some things that you say and do remind me that you were an NFL player. Like that feels like one of them. Like I'm just gonna have a dozen eggs today.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't wake up with that. It was just I ate the 4 eggs and I was like, God damn, them shits is hidden. And then like a few hours later, I was like, that's all I had though. I had a dozen eggs and then I had a bowl of vegetables at night.
Jesus Christ, are you like on a diet?
No. I wanted to trim up a little bit. You know how after the summer you can get a little, you can feel.
You had fun.
You can feel your fun. You can feel the fun. You feel the fun you had, and it's time to take care of business before cool weather season comes. Because there ain't nothing like ain't no better feeling than having abs and a hoodie, dog. It's a great feeling.
Before he comes in here, which should be any minute, I wanted to. Uncle Chaps had a great trivia question yesterday, talking about when we were talking about Carter.
Oh yeah.
Do you know the last Democratic president who has died?
Last Democratic president who has died. Was it JFK?
Close.
FDR?
No,
that was way before.
Way before. Guy that took over for JFK.
Oh, who took over for JFK? I'm blanking.
Another three letters.
I'm blanking.
LBJ.
LB fucking J. I don't know why I got mixed up with
And
FDR.
he died in the early 70s. And he's the
Damn.
last Democratic president to die.
Some say, when you lead left, you live longer. That's what they say.
I mean, Jimmy Carter.
Hey, if you had to be a Democrat, Big T, and that would guarantee you 95 years on this earth, would you do it?
I don't know that I want to live to 95.
What's your ideal year?
86.
It's a good year.
I mean, ask me again at 85, but
so I'm probably gonna be dead by then, my brother.
yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
feel like-
anything past that, it's not a high quality of life you're living.
Once your friends start dying, like once all your friends are dying, that feels like
Yeah.
Damn.
that sucks.
Yeah. Good morning if you listen to this morning.
I know,
And
sorry.
we are all mortal beings and we'll all pass on one
At least
day.
we have fun wigs on to talk about it.
Yeah.
Need a wig day. Oh, here he comes. This is not a drill. Not
Why
a
do you
drill.
want to be dead silent when he comes in?
Hey,
What's up?
What's up, PFT?
What's
up?
happening, baby?
How we doing? Whole squad's looking good. Arian, I like the texture on yours.
Yes.
It's layered. You got some highlights.
I'm
We all
slaying.
did it. That's good stuff, guys.
Congrats to all of us.
What awesome stuff.
We're all on this journey.
I appreciate it. Thanks, guys. It means a lot. Like strength in numbers. It's like when everybody on the team shaves their head to support.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
going through something. Yeah. Except the complete opposite in every way of that. I love it, guys. Are you guys gonna keep those on?
As
I don't
long as
know
we
yet.
can.
I don't know that I can do it the
Yo,
whole show.
It kind of sucks.
Arian,
Arian's is slaying.
yo,
Yeah. Ariana.
Are you? Hey yo.
hey,
How many beers?
you're looking right.
That please screenshot that.
Fellas. I forget which water was mine. I just put that. Here's this one.
I'll go back to my seat now.
You look
We're
good.
live to tape, by the way.
All right.
We've
Yeah.
been recording.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we've been recording.
Yes.
We about 15 minutes in the pod, but
We've just been
You
waiting.
guys look great. I'm gonna look like you guys one day.
God willing.
You got a mullet.
We all have
Yeah,
mullets. We
we
all have the
do.
same one.
Oh yeah.
They're just wearing hats.
We had to make
That's
sure
not
that they would get here in 24
Yeah.
hours.
Arian looks like it's like Jennifer Aniston almost. I like that.
some say cuter.
Yeah, Big T, you look good with a mullet.
I think I could in a certain world be convinced of this.
Yeah, like this world. Your support means the world to me.
Yeah, man. We out here for you, dog. I tell you what, though. I don't know how I'm up. This should be getting in my face, B.
Yeah, you got to tie it back.
God damn, dog.
Take out a scrunchie. Let me see you put that scrunchie on there.
Okay. My had hair before this was just locked. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was never this flowy.
I actually have to get a maybe a wave cap to wear to bed.
Okay. Hey, I got you. I'm the man for that. I guess you want a wave cap? You want a do-rag? What you want, man?
Put me on a good wave cap.
Wave cap? Okay, I got you. Say less. I'm going to text you.
You think I could use one of those?
No, you wear hats all day.
I don't really know what it does, to be honest. I just feel like
it helps with the waves.
Could I do waves?
You could do ripples.
Okay.
So the reason why, and like I'm mixed, so like my shit is not as coarse, and so like you put grease on it, you'll brush it, you put a wave cap on it, you'll brush it, and you brush it, and it starts to get those nice waves. My waves are a little bigger than full-blooded black folk. But I've seen like white dudes try to do it, and they just get like really big ripples.
Yeah, I don't know that it would be the look for me. I'm just curious.
I like the mullet look for you. I usually don't like mullets, but that kind of goes, man.
It does.
I'm kind of a business in the front, party in the back kind of guy.
It looking like it, man. I
You've
like
been
it,
a mullet guy your whole life.
Yeah.
You just haven't known it. Are we actually taping?
Yeah, we on, bro.
We are, yes.
All right. Welcome back to Macrodosing, guys. Hey, what's up? It's Thursday. It's September 12th. Mad Dog, I just tried to turn the air conditioning down in the studio. Do you think I did it right?
What?
Do you know how to turn the temperature down? I just turned it down a little bit. I just want to make sure I did it right. Do you know how it works?
I feel like I'm getting punked.
No, I'm dead serious. I just hit the bottom thing. You're not getting punked.
Okay.
It's just very hot in this room.
Oh, yeah, then you should be fine. If you just click down.
Okay, that's all I have to do on this. Okay, there's nothing else.
I thought you were setting up first.
I know. I was running through my head of like, what?
I'm the boy who cried wolf.
Yeah, the AC in this place does suck because it's either really hot and then you turn it on and it comes on and has the craziest sound of all time.
Yeah, it gets crazy, crazy loud in here. But it is September 12th. Welcome back to Macrodosing. I'm back in the studio. I did listen to Tuesday's episode. Start out with a little bit of fake news.
Start to finish?
No, I did not finish it.
Oh, okay.
I started it.
Did we end up leaving this in at the end or no?
No, I cut it out.
Because we talked about this at the end and we debated, should we leave it in or not? And I was like, he's not going to listen. It doesn't matter.
Oh, I listened to like the first half.
But we decided that someone might tweet you and let you know. And
yes.
We didn't want that to happen.
That's smart. It's very smart. No, it was a complete surprise. And Arian, the hair looks great.
I'm fucking slaying, dog.
Yeah, you might keep that on for a little bit. You look kind of like Kid Rock.
I probably got, that's insane. I probably got like 5 minutes left in this thing. This shit is itchy as fuck, dog.
I've like settled into it. It was really bad at first, but now I'm starting to feel the benefits.
What are the benefits?
I don't know. I just feel sick. I feel a little more redneck, which I like.
You're giving like Little League World Series baseball coach.
Love that.
Yes.
Love that.
Yeah, Arian's giving like guitar player, and you're a guitarist for Lenny Kravitz.
That's a great call. Great call.
Yours has like Arian's has like balayage. Like there's like highlights.
I'm slaying right now, man. Like, hey, it's a good look. You know what I'm saying?
And Mad Dog McKenzie are giving softball Little League World Series participants.
What?
He said what?
They also got courtside tickets to NBA games. And you know this because there's a Mark Jackson basketball card from the 1990-1991 NBA hoop set.
The Pacers? We with the Pacers then?
Knicks.
Yep. And
damn,
it has Lyle and Eric Menendez sitting courtside of that game.
That's fucked up.
So Mark Jackson, I think he's been getting a lot of requests to autograph that card.
They like took it out of circulation. They stopped printing it. I think, once they realized who was on it. I have a.
All due respect, I think Menendez brothers are innocent. Mark Jackson.
I have a stupid question that I'm going to add. Y'all tell me this.
Okay.
So back in the late 80s, early 90s, when you wanted to buy tickets to something, did you do that on the phone?
You could you would have to go to a physical location. I never bought them on the phone. If there was a concert, I would go to the HF Festival every year, one of the biggest concerts on the East Coast, and I would go to Tower Records. Usually show up around like 4 a.m., 5 a.m. when the tickets went on sale. You sit on the sidewalk, you hang out, you talk to people, then they open up the will call, and then you go up there, you buy your
So
tickets.
when tickets went on sale for something, it was at, like for sports, I guess that makes sense. So it would be like at the stadium.
I think you would go to the stadium for that, yes.
And then,
I don't know.
so
I
if
don't
you
know that
lived,
I've ever went to anything as a kid.
so if you're a Braves fan that lives in Mississippi,
Mm-hmm.
how did you buy tickets to stuff? You just had to show up at the game and hope they had tickets left?
There might have been like a way that you could do it by mail.
That's crazy too. Well, so I asked that to say, so the Menendez brothers are buying courtside Knicks tickets. How did they called up and said, hey, this is the Menendez brothers?
You know a ticket broker. So you can also get them through a ticket broker. Stu would be a good person to talk to about this because Stu,
Yeah, probably.
he would show up to MSG. Stu might have sold the Menendez brothers those tickets, actually.
We should. Is he still here?
Let me call Stu real quick. He was texting me a second ago. He was trying to get me. Stu was trying to get me to go out to dinner with him tonight because when he's in town, sometimes we like to do dinners. I'm a little bit upset at Stu for saying that he hopes that Jaden Daniels goes to the hospital this weekend.
Let him buy you a nice dinner.
So here's what the internet says. Before the internet, people bought tickets in a variety of ways, including venue box offices. Tickets were available at the box office of the event. Ticket outlets, there were available outlets in department stores, college campuses, and other shops. Over the phone, tickets were available by phone, outside venues. Large crowds would gather outside venues to buy tickets. Mutual ticket agencies, tickets were available to mutual ticket agencies, which had outlets in various locations. Yeah, I just don't remember going to things. Honestly,
Yeah.
though, never really went to shit. And I had no money to get it, so.
I don't think I ever went to anything. I never went to like a Redskins game growing up. I would go to their practices all the time, but that was like there was a sellout every weekend, so it was very hard to get tickets. I usually would go to games where you could just kind of show like a Wizards game. You just show up and yeah, go in.
I remember going to like high school games, and you would buy tickets there. I'm pretty sure that's still the deal now. But like any other, like if it was a college game or something like that, it would be like one of the homies invited me, and he would already have the tickets.
Yeah,
I went to one concert in my life as a child, and it was random lineup. It was Nas and Usher, and my homeboy invited me. He went with his girl to see Usher, and I went because I wanted to see Nas, and so I was third wheeling it at a Nas and Usher concert. I was like 12 years old.
I love that. Was it a good concert?
Yeah. I like the Nas part, and then like Usher gets on, and everybody's like slow dancing and shit, and I'm just like kind of just like looking around, and then my man's hugs me. I mean, not hugs me. He hugs his girl, and he's man, just want to make you be with a girl right now, man. I'm like, oh, what the fuck, bro? I swear he did that shit, dog. What the fuck is wrong with you, bro?
What an asshole, man.
While I do love the ease of buying tickets now, I miss physical ticket stubs.
Yeah.
Like I loved having tickets from stuff that I'd gone to.
They're kind of nice. My friend had Redskins season tickets, and when he'd get that envelope delivered in the mail, and he'd take them out, and you'd see which players were on each given ticket. It's like, oh, check this out. We got Sean Taylor week 3. That was fun. I'm gonna call Stu real quick, because there's a chance that Stu might have sold them these tickets. Let's see if he's there.
If not, he definitely knows who did.
My brother, what are you doing?
Hey, Stu, what's up? We're taping Macrodosing right now, actually. But I had a question for you about your past life as a ticket salesman or a ticket broker, whatever you wanted to call it.
Yes.
Were you working at MSG in the 1989 or I guess it would have been 1990.
So was I selling tickets?
Yeah, for Knicks games.
In 1990 is your question? Yes.
You were for Knicks games.
I worked as an independent ticket broker but I worked for someone.
Okay. Would you ever have like courtside seats at that point?
Yeah, of course, definitely, 100%.
So there's an iconic basketball card from Mark Jackson, and it's in the 1990 NBA Hoops set. And on that card, it's Mark Jackson, and then right behind him, sitting courtside, it's the Menendez brothers, the guys that killed their parents. And we were wondering, is there a chance that you sold them those tickets? Stu.
I mean, for performative, for this narrative, yes, 100. I swear to God, I swear on 1,000 Bibles, on my children's eyes, yes.
Okay.
Reality, absolutely not.
Okay.
Like 1994, 95, when Michael Jordan cut, Patrick Ewing's heart out, and all Knicks fans. Then I was actually, I went to the bathroom in his suite, and there was some picture of me and Sandy PFT. As I'm paying, me and fucking Sandy. It's a picture of me and her, fucking first row. It was so funny as fucking thing. I made her go in the bathroom. She didn't want to go. I caused the whole fight, It's like, don't tell me what to do. You gotta see this. We're in the bathroom.
That's incredible.
Oh, you're so funny.
All right.
Now, unfortunately.
Okay. All right. But for the purposes of the entertainment value.
Listen, you drag me into court right now. Biden, Trump, I don't give a fuck. Kamala, fuck them all. Suck my dick.
All right, Stu.
Fuck it. Me against you, bitch. Let's fucking go.
All right, Stu. Thank you. I appreciate it, buddy. I got to get back to doing the show.
I love you.
All right. Love you too, Stu. Bye.
We stumbled upon something so much greater than the answer to that question.
I think Stu has been enjoying some recreational herbal medicine. I think that's a safe bet.
I will say, when I walked into the office today at 10 a.m., he was walking out and said, "Do you want to come smoke?"
Yeah.
Stu Feiner, I believe, is the only person to ever offer me weed. And he's done it many times.
He's the only person ever?
I think so. Now, I've had people...
Do you want some weed, Big T?
No, you don't count. I've had people try to be like, oh, try it. You should try. Like, hypothetically, but never someone be like, hey, Big T, you want to go smoke weed?
Like in that transactional environment. Yeah, because on this show, we've tried to get you to smoke weed before.
Yeah, but Stu Feiner has been like, do you want to go smoke weed right now at 11 a.m. on a Wednesday?
You're like elbowing you and you want a hit of this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like,
by the way,
I'm
how's
good,
your
Stu.
elbow?
It's all the way back.
All the way back.
I'm good.
That's good to hear.
Yeah.
Physical
Break 80
therapy?
back in action?
Yeah, we should.
I'm in.
You can do it.
We're gonna have to go down to Houston now. It's gonna get chilly.
Don't let Big T drive the cart.
It's so hell no.
Yeah.
But it's so gorgeous down here right now. Right now, as soon as I'm done here, I'm finna go play in my mom's in town. It is like a brisk 87, but it's not like a hot 87. But trust me, bro. I'm in Houston. It's like this gorgeous, like nice breeze, and it just you can feel the warmth. It's just delicious weather. This is amazing.
It's starting to get like perfect here.
It is pretty nice. Yeah, brisk 87. That's crazy.
I'm in Houston.
I know what you say. Like the second you can go outside without feeling like you're gonna die, you're like, oh, this is nice.
Yeah, the humidity's left, and that is brisk.
Yeah, we had the boys in the government put together the weather machine. They went down there and sucked up all the clouds from you, spat them out in the Gulf.
We appreciate you in the Democrat Party, PFT.
You know me, lifelong.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen
the DNC guy?
You ever seen the movie The Ultimate Christmas Present?
No.
It's where Santa controls the weather. He has a weather machine that gets stolen by Brenda Song and her white actress friend who never was in anything ever again. And so they kind of almost fuck up Christmas.
Too much snow?
Yeah. Also, John Sally's an elf in that movie.
Oh, that's awesome.
Good movie.
I'm going to have to check that out. When did that come out?
Early 2000s.
Yeah, like 25 years ago.
I've never even heard of that.
Good film.
It was I believe it was a decom.
It was.
Yeah.
It was a what?
Disney
Disney
Channel
Channel
movie.
original
Decom,
movie.
yeah.
You old.
Yeah, whatever.
Unk.
Yeah, Unk.
Unk for real.
Everyone older than Big T. Actually, I would say that a majority of people that are between the age of 20 and 25, younger than Big T, they are an Unk to you.
They're an Unk to me?
Yeah.
How do you figure?
I feel like you're on a hot streak calling everybody Unk.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm going to start calling Arian Unk, like, unironically.
Okay, I like that.
I decided I liked it.
Arian, I have a question, kind of a Two Americas type question.
Shoot, I am the representative of all black people.
I know that. Calling a lady auntie or auntie. What
Auntie, yeah.
What does that imply?
Like it depends on the context, but majority it's like it depends on the context. What's the context?
Like I'm just curious because I've heard it used in a couple different ways, and I feel like there's an interpretation that I'm not getting. Like, could you call somebody auntie if they're older than you and you're interested in them sexually?
Yeah, that's the context I was thinking. So like if like you like Unc is usually like that could be substitute with OG.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But if you like a little older woman, you're like, okay, auntie. You know what I mean? It's more of that vibes.
Because like playful and teasing.
Yeah, playful teasing. But also if somebody's like your mother's like best friend or something like that, like that's an older woman, it could just be auntie. You know what I mean? And like black people do that shit all the time. Like with cousins. Like I grew up with a dude who was like I called him a cousin, but we wasn't blood related. That shit happens all the time.
Yeah. Okay, that's kind of what I figured. So auntie could just be a friend of your family that you're just calling auntie because it's like we're so close. Or if it's an older lady you're interested in, call her auntie, kind of like you're taking a small jab at her, but in a friendly way.
Yeah. Originally, I don't think you want to do it too much. You know what I mean? But if you try and slide, you know what I mean? That's a good icebreaker.
Gotcha. Okay, put that in my back pocket.
Yeah, put that in your back pocket.
You go around calling every woman auntie.
What's going on?
Why am I not
auntie?
getting laid? I've called 9 women auntie today.
Yeah, and it's gotta be auntie. Auntie is weird.
Yeah, it sounds like I'm asking him to make a pretzel for me. So,
what?
So that is the start of that. So while that's being all swept under the rug, the Duggars get their first TV special, 14 Kids and Pregnant Again. And that was kind of the start of everything. That goes crazy from TLC. TLC was in its bag. Then they come back, 15 Kids and Counting. That's another TV special. Then they come back, 16 Kids and Counting. So at this point, they hadn't been like picked up for a series. It was just them coming back for specials. Like one-off. Then finally, they realize it might be just cheaper to keep this crew down here at this point. They're just going to keep popping out kids. So then 17 Kids and Counting was the first, I guess, iteration of the show. And obviously is when they had 17 kids. And this was the start of this like media empire they go on. And they're going on the Today Show every time they have a new announcement to make, quote unquote. Michelle is getting pregnant every 18 months at this point. So basically she'd have the baby, wait 9 months.
To recover physically.
And then 9 months later, there'd be a new baby.
Like immediately.
It's like year-round school, 9 months on, 9 months off.
Yeah.
Poor woman.
No, I can't imagine.
Her pregnancy, not the schooling, is not exactly like that. But
yeah. And then if you didn't pick up, they all
Are they all born like around? I guess they wouldn't be born around the same time.
No,
year,
it
right?
kind of
like
months,
would flip. Yeah.
But there's like two birthday times a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
I don't know if any of them, I'm trying to remember. I mean, there's a couple twins in there. I'm trying to remember if besides that, though, any of them had like the same birthday.
I don't know.
I mean, obviously besides like the twins. I feel
There's
like
that test, right, Big T?
yeah, but I think it has to be 30-something people.
You definitely have probably grouped into similar zodiac signs.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Oh, only 23 people are needed for the probability to exceed 50%.
Okay.
But yeah, so...
Oh, it says at least two of the Duggar children share a birthday.
Okay. I know.
Oh no, that's just the twins.
The twins.
So
Yeah.
no, none of them do.
Which ones are twins?
I believe it's Jedediah and Jeremiah.
This one says Jana Marie and John David.
Oh yeah, I'm stupid. Wait, there's two sets of twins. It's Jana, John David,
Jill and Jessa. Is that the other one?
No, I think they're boys. I think it's Jedediah, Jeremiah.
2 sets of twins. That's about right though for.
Oh yeah, I grew up with a
Family that
family
size.
that was 2 sets of twins and then a single.
That's 20% of the kids. That's
Yeah, it's
not
probably-
that many
it's probably a
twins,
little
right?
higher. Probably a little higher. Well, do you think they were taking fertility drugs?
The
Is this
Duggars?
Yeah, are they?
No,
is this
they're all
PEDs?
natural.
You sure they're not taking?
No. Also, Jedediah and Jeremiah are twins. Yeah.
How do you know they're not taking drugs?
Based on pretty much everything I'm telling you, they don't seem to be the drug type.
But this would be different. This would be like
Because this would be like helping their religion.
Yeah, God told us we have to
Yeah.
have a quiver full.
But I think that's different because I think it's like they're like whatever God is willing to provide for us. Like they're not willing to.
I get that.
You know what I mean?
I get that it would be against their morals. But
for the show,
if you look at then they're like we have to keep having kids. The cash cows keep coming in, and having 2 sets of twins. I think Big T's right. That's a higher percentage than normal, and one of the hallmarks of taking like fertility drugs is more likely to have multiples.
I think at that
is this
point,
a doping scandal?
I think at that point though, it turns into just a game of freaking chance. Like they didn't have any, shockingly enough, like no triplets, no something like that.
Yeah.
And like all their kids were healthy besides
Josie,
the last one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which is crazy.
Yeah. All-time womb.
Yeah, she's in the GOAT conversation.
Yeah.
Who else? I don't know who else.
Goated womb, I think also would be Mary.
Mary,
Yeah,
that's facts.
that's fair.
Yep, that's up there. I mean, she's put up numbers that you don't see outside of the animal kingdom.
Yeah.
Right.
And she had litters.
Yeah.
She did.
And also, like, this was all by the time she was, I believe, when they started, she was like 43 or 44, and they already had 17 kids.
That's insane.
What a crazy life to live.
Quite
At
a
a
run.
certain point in the run, at a certain point in the show, she had been pregnant more of her life than she had not been.
I think adult life.
Okay, yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Adult life.
Because 19 kids, you would have been pregnant for what, like 15 years?
About,
Yeah.
So yeah, if you were at 40 and you'd been pregnant for 15 out of 22 years as an adult.
Do you think they're having as much sex, more sex, or less sex now that she's done having kids?
Oh gosh, I don't know.
Maybe none at all.
You'd think she'd be tired.
I
yeah.
think less. I
Yeah.
think less. I think sex for them was a means of production.
it wasn't like an enjoyable thing. I feel.
I would
like.
imagine for her, probably not.
It was
Ugh,
probably just like
her poor.
Yeah.
a transactional type.
Yeah, a shaking of the hand.
Yeah.
They scheduled it, sent her a calendar invite.
Right. Right.
She did say that there's a quote by her that said when she announced one of her pregnancies that the daughters knew she was pregnant before she would because they watched the calendar like a hawk and would like track her ovulation periods.
That's not normal.
A little much.
That's absurd.
But you could probably take a pretty good guess, you know.
Right.
I mean, you could probably just guess every 9 months, like, oh, I bet mom's gonna be pregnant soon.
Yeah, you don't have to be a weatherman to know which way the wind's blowing.
Right.
And just like, oh, it's 9 months after the last kid.
Yep.
All right, next month she's gonna be pregnant again.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And they would go on the Today Show every time. And every time I remember, I'd be so excited because I'd be like, oh my God, they're going on the Today Show. They're definitely having another kid. And every time all the kids would be like, I wonder why we're on the Today Show.
That's such a.
You're getting a sister.
It's such a weird thing. Your family just going on the news every time your mom's pregnant.
Yeah. Mom and I fucked a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
it's
Surprise.
bizarre.
Yeah. So, I mean, they literally just like took over my life for about like 7 to 8 years. Like I was obsessed with them and I can't like really pinpoint why I was so obsessed as a young child of like this insanely religious family. I did not grow up like this literally at all.
I mean, it was a fascinating show.
It is, but it's like
It's very fascinating.
fascinating. But like I was like 9 or 10
Mm-hmm.
and I was locked in
Were your parents watching it or you watched it independently?
independently.
Really?
Oh yeah.
I watched it we watched it as a family.
Yeah, see, my parents liked the show, so I watched it.
No, I was watching this on my own. This and like all of those TLC, like my grandma babysat me growing up after school. My grandma would like watch it with me kind of, but like she was also like doing scratch offs. Like she wasn't that tuned in. It was like that, John and Kate +8, Toddlers and Tiaras, like that whole TLC run was something for the history books.
For a channel that I learned through this was called the Learning Channel. Some very non-learning shows going on that. Just like
interesting lessons.
Find as many freak shows as we
Yeah.
can and put them on television.
Yeah,
because that was like my strangest addiction. I think that was on
I didn't know.
TLC
I didn't know
too.
I was pregnant.
Yep.
Hoarders.
Oh, Hoarders. Yeah.
Now,
Now,
90 Day Fiance.
You want to talk about a show that rocked Hoarders.
Yeah, Hoarders is good.
So sad though.
Yeah, but like it would make you feel good about yourself.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep. And then when they cleaned it out, there would be like a feeling of relief
Yeah.
at the end.
Yeah.
Kind of like a pimple popping
There's
video.
a person on TikTok, I don't know if it's a man or a woman, I've just seen the videos, but they go around to like hoarders' houses and clean it completely for free.
Oh, I have seen that.
And like the videos are insane. I don't know what you would charge for that kind of work, but it's crazy.
And the stuff you find probably.
Oh, it's so gross.
Oh.
Yeah, Learning Channel, they really, I think they started out being like, let's educate. And they're like, why is nobody watching the Learning Channel? Okay, let's put some weird, sick stuff on here. Okay, cool.
All right, now they're watching.
It's like History Channel.
Yeah.
It's like nobody really watches History Channel. Let's put more Hitler on here.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Pawn Stars.
Well, also, then they
American
evolved
Pickers.
and they became like reality shows.
American Pickers, R.I.P.
I know.
What was the guy's name? I shouldn't have said that if I'd forgotten his name.
No, I don't know his name either.
But RIP that guy.
Frank.
Yeah. Frank.
Frank Fritz.
Frank, R.I.P. Good guy.
Great show.
But I wanted to kind of dig into there's some things in this case, a lot of things in this case have gone viral.
Yes.
And it's like thing after thing keeps going viral. And it's from an outsider's perspective who hasn't been following, I'll just catch the clips every now and then. There's been a few things that we can talk about individually if you want. But like, so I remember very early, like one of the lawyers was like, he said, honestly, Your Honor, that's cap. So I remember that. And then the judge saying, yo, how did you know that? This is a little later on, but he was like, Judge, I guess they had like a meeting and it was like, how did you know that? And he was like, we got to take a break. And very peculiar things that happen in a courtroom. And I just kind of wanted to get your perspective on the entire show, because me going through litigation myself, what I do understand is when, especially if it's a public trial, but if you have a jury and it's not a bench trial, a lot of it is a show. And a lot of what the prosecution does and the defense does is to try to pull the emotions of the jury. And now it being a public case, that is probably heightened. And so the details are probably a lot watered down. So I kind of wanted to get your opinion on just kind of the circus that is this trial to begin with.
Yeah, I think starting from day one, I had hopes that it was going to be a regular trial that was going to end in a reasonable amount of time and we was going to get a verdict. Over time, though, what became clear, and again, I people can disagree, but I go in unbiased. I'm like, prove what you're going to prove. Mm-hmm. What became clear early on, in my opinion, my non-lawyer opinion, is that the judge should have been recused. And so what was happening is he was making remarks and doing things that were clearly biased, something I hadn't seen in trials, like clearly biased to the state. And so all of that just, I think, like built up to these massive moments of ridiculousness. He's yelling at the attorneys. And so what ends up happening, I think, even just for the ex parte that you're talking about, there's a meeting with Kenneth Copeland, aka Woody, who was one of the key witnesses in this case. And they have this meeting, this ex parte, without the defense, right? And so the defense, there's arguing, has a right to be there. Brian Steele, who is Thug's attorney, announces in court, I know y'all had this meeting and I wasn't there, and I'm calling for a mistrial and you're inappropriate for doing it. And the judge focuses in on, how did you find out about this meeting? And Brian Steele is like, that ain't none of your business. The reality is you shouldn't have had the meeting. And so it becomes this very...
True, but how did he find out about the meeting? I'm kind of...
So over time, what has been discovered is that there was a deputy who seems to have tipped off, gave information to the defense, and then Kenneth Copeland's stand-in attorney, Caleb Bumpus, seems to have given the rest of the information to the defense. So it seems it came first from a sheriff or a deputy, and then Kenneth Copeland's what he kind of filled in the pieces.
This shit gonna be a movie.
I don't see how it's not.
That's crazy.
Was that the information that was shared on Instagram? I thought I read something about a deputy sending Instagram messages during court to somebody, and then that deputy was taken into custody.
Yeah, that was from jury selection. That's what I'm saying. Jury selection
wow.
was even crazy before witness testimony started. There was a defendant who had been communicating with a deputy. And he started using, is what they're saying, his attorney's laptop to Instagram DM her and do what he wanted to do. And so that gets caught and he gets severed and the deputy gets arrested.
During jury selection, there was also a very funny moment when the judge assigned a juror to write a 30-page paper explaining why the jury process is important in America. Because what was the story? The prospective juror took a vacation to the Dominican Republic and just kind of missed showing up for jury duty on Monday.
Exactly. That's literally what happened. She was on vacation in Dominican Republic. They're trying to reach her. She doesn't show. And she comes in and she's apologetic. I called my grandma. I'm sorry. And he said, write me a paper.
Yeah.
How many days would you rather do in jail than write a 30-page paper?
I mean, listen, are we really doing that? Please. He's also had attorneys give to donate food or make a donation to organizations, and they ended up doing like a strippers organization, like nonprofit or something. Like, it has been chaos.
I think I'd rather do a week in jail than write a 30-page paper.
It was a 30-page paper, and I think you had to have like 10 cited sources and annotated bibliography and all that. Like, you
could talk me into 2 weeks.
Yeah, probably 2 weeks. I'd say 14 days if there's a TV.
Yeah, TV I could go 3.
Yeah. my other favorite moment from Brian Steele, besides when he was saying Thug stands for truly humbled under God, was when he said that pushing P was pushing positivity. So can you tell us, in your opinion, I know you're not a lawyer, but in your non-legal opinion, what does P stand for?
What is what?
P, pushing P.
Positivity.
It's positivity. Okay. Okay.
Absolutely. I thought you were going to say the other favorite moment is when Brian Steele walked up to that stand, untied his tie, and told the judge if he was going to go to jail, he wants to be bunked with Thug.
That's crazy work. That's crazy. That's crazy. Amazing. Work.
I said, I need him. That's who I want.
This is going to be a Netflix series. It's going to be amazing.
Has to be.
I bet you people are already working on it. Trial ain't even done. It's already got greenlit. This is insane. This is crazy.
So
it was amazing.
How much longer do we expect it to go?
The other day, at the end of the trial day, the judge said to the state, I really would love if you guys were done presenting your case by Christmas, by the holidays. And they literally were like, and she said, that's not going to happen, huh? And they were like,
Jesus.
No. So again, you have to think about the state. We're still on part 1. The state is presenting their case. Once they are done, once they say the state rests, we have done what we can.
They haven't even rested yet.
There are 6 defendants in this case who have the right to present a case.
Yeah.
So once we're done with the state, each of them can bring up their own witnesses, their own evidence, and tell their own story. So who knows? It's going to go on forever.
Is the jury this whole time in like a hotel and not supposed to be watching TV and stuff like that?
Say it one more time. I missed it.
Is the jury sequestered this whole time? Like they're living in a hotel or?
I think that they watch I'm Not a Lawyer But videos. No, they're at home. They go home every single day after this trial.
Okay.
And
Well,
are
that's
supposed
good.
to not be consuming any media or anything related to this at all. They're supposed to. That's the instruction.
Good luck with that.
So do they get paid from like their job? Like how does that work? Because this is jury duty, right? So they get paid.
They get $25 a day from the state. And if you have a job that pays you, shout out to your job. Many of these jobs, many people have jobs that say you won't lose your job, but we're not going to pay you, especially for a year. So, well, and many people are not being paid anything but this $25. And the other thing that's worth noting is that think about the people who have the ability to be on a case for a year and not get paid from their job. That is going to affect the jury pool that you can pull from.
Absolutely.
You can't pull me because I got bills.
Right.
So that alone, that's why jury selection took 9 months, right? It's because there were people who were saying to the judge, I can't afford to be on I have bills. What are you saying to me?
Right.
There have been one juror, she moved. She was a juror on this case and she was like, I'm moving. And they were like, okay, bye. So she is no longer on the case. Another juror a couple weeks ago told the judge that she got a job offer in another state. And they essentially told her, you can't take it. You got to stay here.
That's crazy. That's a huge part of the system amongst any other things. That's just broken. Like you fucking with people's lives, which will absolutely taint their decision. Absolutely. Like they're looking at the prosecution like, yo, you wasted my time. Like that's
and I think that's the other risk. You are doing all of this, and these are the people who are going to have to determine the truth, essentially, determine a verdict. And they gonna be mad at you.
Mm-hmm. Jesus.
Yeah,
Christ.
It definitely seems the longer this goes, the less likely the prosecution is to get a conviction out of it. Welcome back to Macrodosing. It is Thursday. It is Halloween, October 31st. Spooky season. All Hallows Eve, bitch.
Yeah.
Do you know what Can gets?
Tell me.
A big boom.
There we go, Big T.
Oh, okay. I thought you were an umpire.
It's Halloween. We are dressed up. You want to go around the room and introduce your costumes?
Yeah.
Arian?
Kicking it off, I am Michael Jackson from The Wiz.
Scarecrow.
Yeah, but not just a regular Scarecrow. I'm Michael Jackson from The Wiz. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Ease on down the road. Don't you carry nothing that might be a load.
Come on.
Come on. Ease on down the road. Yeah, if I only had a brain. That's what a lot of people are going to be saying in this caption.
Y'all tell me this.
Okay.
What is The Wiz and why was Michael Jackson dressed as the Scarecrow?
You don't know what The Wiz is?
I clearly do not.
I mean, it did come out in like, what, 1990,
true.
89? When did The Wiz come out?
I would say 90s, right?
So they had Michael Jackson doing Wizard of Oz?
Yeah.
Michael Jackson was the Scarecrow. So there was a black rendition of...
Oh, shit, it was 1978.
78?
Yeah.
Fuck, that was before I was born, too. Yeah, so it was a black rendition of The Wizard of Oz, and Richard Pryor was Oz. Fun fact, at the beginning of Euphoria, Kendrick Lamar diss track, that everything they say about me is true, he reversed that and put it on a track. That was Richard Pryor and The Wiz. Fun little tidbit.
Got it.
Yeah, but yeah.
I just thought you were the Black Scarecrow.
Why I gotta be a black scarecrow? Why can't you be a scarecrow? Why you guys gotta make everything race-based, Big T?
Nah, you're...
That's a good point. Don't rewind this podcast to 15 seconds ago when Arian said it was the black version of The Wizard of Oz.
Right.
Touche.
Yeah, Diana Ross was in it too.
Yeah, Diana Ross.
That's a name I've heard a lot. Don't know that I could ever pick Diana Ross out of a lineup.
No, that's sad.
I'm looking her up right now.
That's sad.
Is she still with us or?
Oh well.
Yeah, 80 years old. Oh no.
Oh
no.
Let's
Jimmy
not.
broke
Let's
the
not.
curse.
Let's
Jimmy
not.
broke
Not
the
Diana. Not Diana. Macro squad. No sir. Sprinkle a little Jimmy Carter on her.
She's still around. She's still try sprinkle some Jimmy Carter on her. Big T, who are you?
We're bringing the boom with the double chunk chocolate cookie.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I am AJ from the Costco Guys universe.
You do look like an umpire. Who said that? Was that Arian that said that?
Yeah, I put this on yesterday and also kind of thought I looked like an umpire. But when you have the double chunk chocolate cookie,
you give off supreme umpire vibes. Just when you're on a day-to-day basis, not even when you're dressed up.
Right.
That's why you're going to be our umpire for the part of my take pitching challenge against an unnamed college team.
Looking forward to that very much.
Yeah, big umpire vibes from Big T. I am Ms. Haley Welsh, not Ms. Miley Cyrus. I'm Haley Welsh. You guys might know her from some vulgar, sophomore, childish, viral moment. I know her from the Talk to a podcast. So I'm wearing a shirt that says Hawk to a spit on that thang. I got thang underlined on here. I got the wig. I got the cowboy hat on. I'm just a big fan of hers. I just think that she's funny. I've been watching more clips of hers. She's great.
What's the appeal, man? Sell me.
She's funny. I mean, you have to watch her for yourself. I can't do it justice. I can't talk about I can't explain her comedy for you and have it work. She's got natural good comedic timing. She tells good stories. Her boyfriend Pookie, the whole thing.
She got a boyfriend named Pookie.
Pookie, yep.
That's his nickname.
I choose to believe his name is actually Pookie.
Oh, that's sick. Okay. All right. Send me your best Hawk to a clip.
Okay. Well, you know who would have cut it together is Avery, former producer of Macrodosing.
Yeah.
He worked for her?
He's her producer, yeah.
Say word.
What a world.
Shout out to Avery, man. Hope you're doing well, brother.
Shout out Avery. I feel bad for Avery, not because he's working with Ms. Haley Welsh, who I think is a star, but because he's so far away from the New York Rangers.
Yeah.
I think he lives in Puerto Rico now. I think that's where they do the podcast. And
Puerto Rico.
That is so far away. Big T, I don't want you to hear you make any disparaging comments about our Puerto Rican listeners.
Well, if you knew, we love Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
Puerto Rico.
I think Avery is going through it right now. If he had been in New York, I don't think that the Capitals would have beaten the Rangers. Send this to Avery. Tag Avery in this because he will get honestly pissed off.
You know what their tweet was after the game last night, the Caps?
What?
They brought the boom.
They did bring the boom.
Yep.
Washington Caps are good, man. People slept on them going into this season. Ovi's looking fast, scored a couple goals last night. Tom Wilson playing well. Yeah, Caps might be back.
Who's your favorite Costco guy? I'll include the Rizzler.
My favorite Costco guy. So I have 3 to choose from.
Wait, what's the Costco guy?
So there's AJ, the dad. Then there's
this is what he's known for, the Costco guy.
Yeah, if you're not familiar with the Costco guys, you gotta look them up. So there's AJ, Big Justice, and the Rizzler are the 3 main guys in the Costco guys universe. There is also, however, mother of Big Justice.
Mm-hmm.
Ashley is the
Mama Justice,
the daughter. Well, they're trying to so she was mother of Big Justice. They're currently trying to rebrand her to Mama Big Justice, but I prefer mother of. And then there's a couple other extenuating characters.
What's the Costco?
So these guys fucking love Costco. They're addicted to Costco. And they started filming reviews of everything in Costco, most notably the double chunk chocolate cookie and the chicken bake, which is Big Justice's favorite. And now they're the Costco guys, and they're fucking huge. They were on the Tonight Show the other night, bringing the boom. Boom!
Oh my God. Okay.
Your kids know the Costco guys.
I promise you they do not.
One of them does, for sure.
They're all grounded if they do.
I guarantee at least one of them knows the Costco guys.
If one of them knows, they're all
right
grounded.
now. She's in school. I hope my older. I'm gonna say, do you know who the Costco guys is? We'll get back to you.
I think I'm a Rizzler guy.
Same.
I mean,
There's no other option.
Yeah.
When I give your girl the Riz face, there's no chance she's coming back.
It's pretty good.
I hate all of them equally.
They were on the Tonight Show and they were sitting next to each other, and then memes tweeted out like, "Gonna tell my kids this was part of my take," and then they put the faces, and I was the Rizzler.
The Rizzler's feet
not
barely
because he was
getting
short.
off the
It didn't have anything to do with him being short.
Yeah, no, that's a compliment.
Yeah.
I mean, he's electric.
He is electric. Yeah. And then Mad Dog, what are you?
I'm a horse.
Okay. just a generic horse?
Yeah, nothing else to it.
A police horse?
A
No, but
racehorse?
I did wear this last year. This was my costume last year, and there is a picture of me in front of a police horse in the costume. But I am not trying to replicate.
Stealing Valor.
Yeah, stealing valor. I'm just
Okay.
a horse.
And then Mackenzie.
I am Lola Bunny from Space Jam.
Got it.
Hey, Lola
La, la,
Bunny.
la,
Okay.
Lola. We're looking good.
We did go for it.
In the spirit. I went to Spirit Halloween yesterday. That's an interesting company, isn't it?
Yeah, how is that a sustainable?
They just take over empty storefronts, and then they just get the fuck out of there after Halloween.
I know, but like, how are they operating the rest of the year?
I think they've got a giant warehouse, and it's probably got like 6,000 massive skeletons in it, and then just a bunch of cardboard boxes of costumes, and then they just take all the stuff back to their warehouse. And then October 1st, they're like, all right, time to take over the downtown areas of every city in America again.
What time were you there yesterday?
I was at Spirit Halloween at around 3:30 or 4.
Oh, I was at a Spirit Halloween close to where you live very shortly after you.
Oh, yeah, we almost ran into each
Probably
other.
the same one.
I just walked in and I saw the Hawk Tua spit on that thing shirt, and I was like, okay, well, that was an easy trip. Got it. Decision made.
Are you gonna wear that when like kids come to your house and trick or treat?
I'm not. I'm not, because I'm actually not going to be in Chicago for Halloween evening. Going to New York
Right.
because we're going to practice with Pup Punk, and then we're going to play at Toad's Place in New Haven on Friday night, November 1st. So I will not be at my house, unfortunately. Putting out a big-ass dish of candy. Please take one. We'll see how that goes.
Does Blake still get to be Willie Nelson?
Blake was going to go to a dog Halloween costume party.
That's how I got in trouble.
It was going to be a costume contest. It was going to be early Sunday morning.
Oh, Arian hates that.
Yeah, and Blake did not behave himself at the dog park, and he was a bad listener, and he knows that. So if he's listening right now, he's been better recently, but he had a bad showing on Sunday morning. Tried to run out of the dog park to go after another dog that was walking down the sidewalk and play with that dog, and then did not listen when I said, Blake, you come back. You come back right now. So, yeah, Blake was on punishment on Sunday. So, unfortunately, listen, it's just like if you're, Jameson Williams is going through something right now in Detroit, right? Dan Campbell said, we're going to leave the rope down for you. We'll help pull you back up, but you fell behind. You fell off the rope a little bit. So, we're going to handle it in-house, though. I don't want to comment on the conversations I've had with Blake. Those are private, and they're going to remain private. But he knows what he has to do in terms of accountability to make himself a valuable member of this team again. And we're going to be waiting for him. We're going to support him. I will not make any other comments at this time.
Thank you.
But yeah, it's Halloween. You guys going to any parties this weekend?
Nah.
Maybe.
No parties,
Yeah,
Arian?
Nah, I got my little ones. I might throw a party, though.
I like that.
I might be lit, actually. Yeah, I might do that. Good call.
The witch's hair and the witch's eyeballs. You going to do that thing?
I don't know what that is. What is this?
You make every kid close their eyes, and then you pass around a bowl, and you tell a spooky story about how there was a witch that used to live here and she died, and these are her eyeballs. And then you've got like skinned peeled grapes that are all slimy, and you make them feel the eyeballs. And then you got like spaghetti, and you're like, this was her hair, and you pass that around.
Never heard of that one, but it's also problematic because there was a woman that died here. So,
Do your kids know that?
yeah.
What do they think?
Well, the oldest one, she knows.
Oh, she definitely told the youngest ones too.
Probably. Yeah, more than likely.
So mean.
Yeah, like just to scare them sometime.
Y'all better sit down before old Karen come back and haunt y'all dreams. Karen come back and call the police on you.
I want to know more about Spirit Halloween though. I'm fascinated by their business model. Like how did they get started? How big are they? How much money do they bring in? Who's their CEO? Oh, this is okay. So I'm looking it up right now. They're owned by Spencer Gifts.
Oh, wow.
This makes sense.
That does make sense. So I think they probably take some of the slutty costumes and they just ship them over from Spencer Gifts to Spirit Halloween.
So they're a ghost kitchen.
They're a ghost. Yeah, they are a ghost kitchen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One more thing about the fight. I've said for the last couple years that I think I can beat up any 10-year-old in the world. if we're going with Jake Paul, he keeps fighting worse and worse fighters. There were a lot of memes going around about like, oh, he's agreed to fight Steve Gleason in his next fight.
Steve Gleason said, "Bring it on."
Yeah, Steve Gleason said, "I'll take it." I would actually bet on Steve Gleason. He'd run over his feet. It'd be nice. But I think I could beat up any 10-year-old in the world. Do you agree?
I have to see every 10-year-old in the world.
I think 10 is pushing it. I think there might be one now, 99% for sure. I think there are 7 or 8 10-year-olds out there that are probably a problem.
Where?
I don't know.
I've never met one.
I think if you
every 10-year-old I've ever seen, I think to myself, I would beat the fuck out of you.
I think you could beat up every 8-year-old for sure.
Duh.
Probably every 9-year-old. 10, I think there is a 1,000% that might give you some issues.
Look up world's biggest 10-year-old.
I just did. He is Jace. He is 6'3". He has a condition called gigantism, which causes him to be much taller than the average male adult, who is typically 5'9". This is a perfect matchup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I know I would beat the fuck out of Jace.
I don't know, bro. This nigga is huge. Bro.
Yeah, but he's not coordinated.
You don't know that?
He definitely doesn't fight dirty.
Dude, imagine like TJ Watt at 10.
Arian, you shut your mouth.
You're not that coordinated. What makes you think you're coordinated?
I don't know.
Are you mad at me? I'm just calling.
It's a good point.
Calling a spade a spade.
Think of all the NFL players you watch that are jacked to the gills.
Yeah.
One of them at 10 was like lifting weights and like very tall.
I don't know about that. Lifting weights at 10. I'm stronger than any 10-year-old too.
Okay. I would love to see this happen.
About that either.
I think Arian just disrespects a lot of what I'm all about from an athletic standpoint.
I absolutely disrespect what you're all about from an athletic standpoint. I think you're a great guy, though.
Thank you. I can touch the rim. That's been
cannot
established.
Touch the rim. I still have an open bet out. What's up?
No.
Go outside right now. Maddie, go record him and see and go on the hardwood floor and go touch the rim. You got $500 from me. If not, I get $5 from you.
I got my house shoes on right now. I can't jump in these. I'm not warmed up.
I will.
No, I know you're right. I can't touch the rim right now.
Okay, cool.
But I got a little bit of athleticism in my background.
Everybody has a little bit of athleticism.
I was on the all-decade team for my rugby team. It's pretty good. They just don't hand that out to anybody.
I don't know that you were, and I don't know that they don't.
Okay.
I'm just saying. I like to have some kind of evidence before I have a conclusion. I
won the Barstool Combine.
I didn't watch it. I'd have to see what kind of events were going on. I don't know.
Okay, 40-yard dash, bench press, vertical jump.
How much did you bench?
It was 135 pounds, and wait, that wasn't my max.
Well, it was how many reps?
How many reps? I think I did 20. I think I did 21 reps. Not great. I didn't win that event, but it was a respectable showing.
What was your vert?
We did. I don't think we measured it by inches, but I was the first in that.
What did you measure it by?
Well, we had one of those things set up, one of those towers.
That
you jump up and you hit it, but they didn't.
It's either inches or meters.
Yeah, but nobody knew how to measure it correctly, so they just went by how many of the little things did you flip over.
But people were cheating like crazy in that.
They were cheating like crazy
because they were like, raise your arm, and that's where we'll start it. And people were inching their arms down.
Yeah,
they teach you to do that in combine training anyway.
Yeah, maximize every little bit.
I think you could beat up the overwhelming majority of 10-year-olds in the world.
Any 10-year-old that doesn't have like a genetic thing going on.
So now it's changed?
Well, I don't know. Now Jace has me all fucked up. Jace 6'3".
Okay, you were just counting on every 10-year-old being the exact prototype of what you.
I would beat the shit out of Jace.
So every one again.
I doubt Jace is.
How did this come up? Why do you want to beat up 10-year-olds?
I don't want to. I'm just saying that I could. There's a big difference.
It's actually being merciful and not doing it.
Yeah. I don't get enough credit for not kicking every 10-year-old's ass.
It's a full-time job not to beat up these little motherfuckers.
I could, though. And they know it.
I don't think they do.
They do know it. If you're a 10-year-old listener of Macrodosing, send me a video of you training. I'll take any challenge.
You're a 10-year-old listener of Macrodosing. Turn this shit off. Go to school.
Rough and Rowdy. You know what? I'll do an entire event at Rough and Rowdy. I'll fight 30 10-year-olds.
Now see, now we're
Not at once.
That like at the same time?
No, not at once. One right after the other.
Oh no.
Hour and a half of 10-year-olds. Just parade them into the ring. Knock them out.
Them, whop.
Knock whop. Whop. Send the ring girls out. Whop. I'll put up $10,000. 10 grand.
For each of the 30?
If you can beat me.
Okay. Now, if you lose to the first one, are you continuing to fight the other 29?
I'm sure if I lose to the first 10-year-old, I will. You'll never see my face ever again.
Okay.
Anywhere. I'll disappear like a writer up in New England. I'll just go buy a cabin and burrow underground. Never see me on the internet again. I would retire from the internet.
That'd be tough.
I would absolutely retire from the internet because you never, any given day, you could log on and.
So what's in this for you?
Just pride.
Right.
Yeah, pride. Bring it on.
Now, how far does it go? Do we think we could do 11-year-olds still?
No, 10-year-old. It's cut off.
10-year-olds cut off.
Yep. If you're 10 years old or younger on today, November 19th. That's my cutoff. Those are my terms. So that's it. Kind of speaks to what Jake Paul is doing. He's just going for fights that would get a shitload of views, and that's basically it. He's trying to get as much money as he can. Do you think that there'd be a company in the world that would sponsor a 39-year-old man fighting 10-year-olds?
Barstool Sports.
Absolutely.
I might work for one of the only companies in the world that would. No, I think even they would have a line with that. I think they'd say,
"It's gone too corporate."
Yeah, old Barstool would.
Yeah,
get Gaz on the line.
Then went woke.
Yeah, ask Gaz. Gaz would he would do it.
Yeah,
off the books. All right, my terms are simple. See you later, 10-year-olds.
Did you ever use one of those masks that is supposed to be like for altitude? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm. I tried it.
Did those do anything?
I thought it was the dumbest shit ever. Who made it popular? Marshawn made that shit popular. He wore one and it looked cold. You know what I'm saying? He got the locks hanging over. It looked cold with it, and everybody was just like trying it out. It's supposed to help you increase your lung capacity. I don't know the science behind it, but I tried it, and I was like, it's stopping me from breathing. This is stupid.
How much harder is it to play in Denver than other places?
See, I never had a problem with that. I know dudes that did, but I grew up in Albuquerque, New Mexico, which is actually higher than Denver. Yeah. And so I always had lungs. I was like when my peers would always be like, you have what is it called? Speed endurance speed endurance. And I could always I never really got tired like that. I do believe my origin place of birth had something to do with that and the altitude. But also I used to run all the time. I was like, I could put in miles during my training, so I trained for it. But I know the guys that went to Denver, and I remember we was in the huddle and like motherfuckers' mouth would be dry as shit. And I'm like, he's struggling. People struggle.
Yeah.
That was my favorite place to play.
Because you felt like you didn't get as tired as other people?
No, I just think they took care of their field the best in the NFL. It was like playing on a fairway grass, dog. It was amazing.
Everybody remembers 2011, I believe 2011, the quarterfinals of the United States Men's Club Rugby Tournament. The Austin Huns were up by 14 points after 60 minutes, and then the altitude hit, and then they ended up losing against one of the top seeds. I believe it was the Denver Barbarians.
We'll never forget that
legendary game.
Yeah.
Also, at about the 60-minute mark, Impact scrum half Eric S. was taken out of that game with the lead. Then it all went downhill. But the altitude was a real problem in that game.
Where was that played?
That was in Denver. That was at...
I meant what stadium?
I'm trying to remember the name of the stadium. It's like They call it Rugby Town, USA. It's
Okay.
like a rugby stadium.
I remember watching it on flowsports.com. I just forget
Yeah.
where it was played exactly.
Oh my God, Flow Sports. Was it in maybe Glendale, Colorado, at Infinity Park?
Is that where Rugby Town, USA is?
That's what Google says.
Yep.
Rugby Town, USA.
Yep,
Is.
that's the place. That's the
Rugby
place.
Town, US. That sounds like that shit Big T said in San Diego.
Yeah.
Chuckle Town, haha, USA.
What was that in reference
Oh
to?
my God. When we were walking down the street and you were trying to go home. Oh, no. You were
couldn't
guessing
figure
the
out
Tennessee
who-
player.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gave you a Tennessee.
It was because Arian's the second leading
rusher.
Yeah,
yes, who was
yeah,
the
yeah.
first.
Right.
And you couldn't remember. And
Well,
you're
I was drunk
know
as
I
a
was Chuckle
skunk.
Town, haha,
Yeah.
USA.
Did you remember that?
That threw me off.
Yeah. So specific.
Because that's shit you just don't hear every day.
Yep.
Chuckle Town, haha, USA.
I wonder if you have that on video somewhere.
Oh, I do.
It's still
in the Yeah.
It's still in the video, isn't it?
Yeah.
Did it make the cut? I don't know if it
No, definitely it did.
Okay.
I'll throw it in. I'll throw it in.
I'm
I
calling Jay
need to
Graham.
go home. What is this guy's name? Guys, I don't like this feeling. I don't like it. I know we're all in Chuckle Town, haha, USA. I don't like this.
Chuckle Town, haha, USA.
I know we're in Chuckle Town. Haha, US.
Son of a bitch, it's Travis.
Travis!
Oh, we knew.
That next morning, worst day of my life.
He threw chunks in a tub.
Bro, it was so awful.
I don't know if that was public information.
No, we talked about
Yeah,
it.
we talked
I never released the
There was no
photo.
photo.
Right,
but-
the photo, yeah.
For people.
Yeah.
Strange colors.
And it
Man,
was
sent
like,
to the group chat.
and I was throwing up as we were supposed to be leaving the hotel, like, and I was checking out. So and they were knocking on my door. I was like, "You gotta give me a minute. I'm trying to fix this place." It was a bad scene. It's a bad deal.
Funny, man.
Do you think that if a baby in the womb, if they spend 9 months in Albuquerque, you think they adapt to breathing oxygen at a more efficient level?
I have no idea.
Well, they're not breathing oxygen.
Yeah, they're
in
not
the womb, are
breathing.
they?
They're getting oxygen from somewhere from the mom.
I don't know enough about human anatomy. Hold on, let me see.
Just send pregnant moms to Albuquerque in the hopes that your children will grow up to be elite athletes.
If you get a surrogate, make sure she's from Albuquerque.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, they get oxygen from the womb through the placenta.
So
The placenta acts as a gateway that allows oxygen and nutrients to pass from the mother's blood, but they don't actually breathe, right?
it says high altitude may cause a reduction in uterine artery blood flow, which would limit nutrient delivery to the fetal placental unit. In turn, the fetus would face limited growth due to nutrient and oxygen deficiency.
That's probably a tough place to be pregnant.
Denver?
As a mom, Denver or Albuquerque?
Yeah, it says
Because you get less oxygen to
take in.
Yeah.
It says traveling to high altitudes like the mountains may cause problems during pregnancy.
Hey, yo, we don't talk about that enough as a species. It is fucking weird as shit that humans grow inside of other humans. That shit is that shit's a wild thing to me that we just kind of like have accepted.
Yeah.
I mean, it's how humans come to, but it's just like, bruh, you just a little parasite cooking in a. That shit is weird.
No, trust me, I've thought about it.
It's crazy to me that like people just like figure out how to be parents. Like it's like,
yeah,
for
you
certain
don't.
jobs you have to have like 12 years of experience, but like you could just walk out of the hospital with a child.
Yeah, they just like let people walk out with babies.
Like it's whenever I think about it for too long, I'm like it's actually so crazy. But like everyone does it.
Yeah.
Like everyone figures it out.
Yeah,
for
when I
the
think
most
about
part.
when I think about the fact that like someday I'm gonna have to be pregnant, it actually like sends chills down my spine, and I go into like I cannot think about that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Maddie and Mac for eugenics. I hear y'all.
No,
Okay.
I'm for good parenting, and I'm for the fact that I am terrified of being pregnant.
No, absolutely. I agree. I think the future of the human. This might be a hot take, but I think the future of the human race is eugenics.
Oh,
shit.
shit. Okay.
All right.
Am I dumb? I don't know what this
No,
is.
he's really earning his first name. Go on.
All right, so
that took
all right,
a turn.
So I mean, we've talked about this a little bit before with CRISPR, right? CRISPR is a technology where you can have gene editing. All right, so say we figure out the gene for cancer. Say we figure out the gene for, I don't know, tuberculosis, STDs, all these diseases, and we say, okay, you're pregnant, and we can alter the genes of your child to make sure that it does not get cancer. That is a very real proposition to place upon parents, right? There are some ethical, I guess, paradoxes, or I guess Pandora's box that it will open up.
Yeah.
Because if it starts at we can get rid of diseases, then can we start to edit for traits and characteristics that you would enjoy? I would love my, child to have a higher capacity for IQ, a higher capacity for math, and so I mean it is a very thin line, a tightrope that you walk in. But I mean, you answer the question. If you can make sure that your baby doesn't have any kind of future heart problems, any disease, any cancer, any of that, would you not at least think about it?
Yeah, like for example, men who are 175.3 centimeters or less live an average of 4.9 years longer than those that are over 175.3 centimeters.
I get the argument. I definitely do. I'm not saying I'm for it right now, but I think in the future, when the technology becomes like undeniable, it's a very real proposition that's going to be placed upon humanity. And I'm sure you're going to have a lot of resistance at first, but I'm sure there's going to be some guinea pigs that'll be like, why wouldn't I want my baby to be healthy? And that just opens up the floodgates of how much can we push this mold? And I think if you want to be an interstellar species, you're going to have a population that is smart. And right now we don't have that.
Yeah, it's like you would think that cancer would be an obvious one, right? If you can limit your child from having cancer at some point in their lives, you want to take that step. But then, yeah, there's a lot of other things that correlate to like long life. But then those just become also like, I want my baby to be the most like perfect, desirable in terms of appearance.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's really strange.
And then that could be, I mean, that could spawn an entirely different trajectory to the human race, because now you have a bunch of babies who are genetically engineered and they have all these desirable traits and characteristics. What does that do to the breeding of children that are like that?
We become more homogenous.
Could be. We don't know.
Everybody looks the same.
That could, I mean, to me, I've had a few conversations with women who like are aging and they have, they want to get Botox or, what I'm saying, or, the injections that, what I mean, like freeze the cells. I don't know what that shit does. And I'm like, yo, that's the ugliest shit in the world to me. All you women are starting to look alike that get these injections, and like you're almost drawn by the doctor that you go to.
Yeah.
And you start to look alike. If you look at all the like reality TV shows, the Housewives or whatever, they all look the same, like very similar characteristics. And to me, that's just the ugly thing. But it's my opinion. Do you think?
So just if you're curious, 1.75 centimeters is 5.74 feet. 175 centimeters, 5.74 feet. What does that turn out to? So that's like 5 3/4 of a foot. What's 3/4 of?
Wait, 5.4? That's less than half.
No, 5.74.
Oh, I think you said 5.4.
Oh, sorry.
Yes.
So
that'd be
about
9 inches.
5'8", 5'9", somewhere in there. It's a leading indicator.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, hey, shout out to all you guys out there that are 5'8", 5'9".
Yeah.
Not
hair color.
Advocating for eugenics.
You
almost
explicitly did.
The way this started
I'm saying if the technology gets there, it is a real question that humanity will have to face. Right now, I'm not saying, yo, go make sure your baby can jump high. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying it is going to be a dilemma that humanity is faced with. And I don't think that we're going to have the the conservatism to say, nah, this is the way God made us. I don't think it's gonna be the case.
Especially with
That's just
cancer. Cancer, heart defects, things like that.
Yeah, bro.
Like if you could guarantee that your baby never had cancer, most parents would take that step.
I would do that shit in a heartbeat, dog.
Yeah.
If you've ever seen like parents go through their child having cancer, it is one of the saddest shits. I wouldn't wish that upon anybody. That shit is sad, dog. Like, and if you can prevent that, shit, I would.
And if we stay on this planet long enough, we're all going to be the same race.
It's facts.
I believe it was Bulworth, Warren Beatty, in that movie that said we all got to keep fucking each other till we're all the same color.
Yep.
He lived by that motto too.
Race.
He practiced
Second
what he
time
preached.
I didn't bring up race. I just want to bookmark that. Second time I didn't bring up race.
Okay, noted. So, where would you put Brett Favre in your top things about Mississippi?
Oh, so, I keep
assault.
touching you. I apologize. I should have said our athletes because I think we have the best triumvirate of NFL athletes of any state in the country. Can you beat this threesome from any state? Can any state beat this threesome?
Okay.
Walter Payton.
Good.
One of the greatest running backs of all time.
Mm-hmm. I'm familiar.
Jerry Rice,
Mm-hmm.
arguably the greatest NFL player of all time. Certainly the best receiver. And then for quarterback, I will throw Brett Favre. He is our weak link, but he's still an all-time great quarterback, probably a top 20 quarterback in pro football history. So I've got the best running back, potentially. I've got the best wide receiver, bar none, and I've got Brett Favre. Those three all came from Mississippi.
All right, hang on, because I'm looking up. I've got the state I want.
Oh, yeah, on the field. We're not talking about anything they've done.
Yeah, we're
off
talking
the
about
field.
sending dick pics. He's one of the worst at sending dick pics, I would say.
I would say dick pics. Like, that's no longer even his worst thing.
He's probably pumped when people bring that up.
Right. Dick. Oh, you're going to talk about dick pics? That's fine.
Yeah, but it was like an interception. It was a pick six.
If you
of a dick pic.
If you send somebody a dick pic on Tuesday and on Wednesday you stole or you took $11 million from a welfare fund, on Thursday, what are you hoping people what do you hope the headlines are?
Well, let's just say that the picks weren't that impressive from Favre.
Yeah.
Right? Like, he threw a lot of big picks
Sure.
in his career. This is not one of the bigger picks that he
No.
ever threw.
No, it's more like throwing an interception on a 2-point conversion.
Yes. So, Big T, who's yours?
Well, so my mind immediately went to Georgia. So
Okay.
you've got Calvin Johnson.
Okay. That's okay. That's decent.
Quarterback, it gets
Trevor Lawrence, Deshaun Watson.
are
Like,
you-
who are you?
Is Stafford from Georgia?
No, he's from Texas.
That's right. Fran Tarkenton.
I don't know where Fran Tarkenton's
Mississippi
from.
already clears this. If we're saying maybe
and
Fran
then-
Tarkenton.
And then running back, you would have
Herschel
Walker.
Yeah. Well, Peyton is greater than Herschel. That's easy.
Okay. Calvin
Jerry
Johnson's
Rice is
better
greater
than Jerry Rice.
And no,
100%.
PFT, I'll leave.
Jerry Rice.
100%.
Jerry Rice is maybe the best football player to ever play. Calvin Johnson.
Then why was he not as good at receiver as Calvin Johnson?
Calvin Johnson probably could have been.
Calvin Johnson didn't stay around long enough.
He just stopped playing because he was at a dog shit franchise.
Jerry Rice at 40 years old had a season that was probably as good as Calvin Johnson.
He played for a long time.
No, Jerry Rice, his numbers are crazy. He Gretzky'd the receiving numbers.
Third best receiver ever.
He Gretzky'd the receiving numbers.
He's the third best receiver.
He is
ever.
not. That is crazy.
He's really, really good.
Look at any stat. You won Super Bowls with him. You won.
That's a team accomplishment. Doesn't matter.
What about Texas? Patrick Mahomes.
Mm-hmm. Pretty good.
Adrian Peterson.
Is that who they would put up? Earl Campbell, maybe?
Earl Campbell, LT.
Yeah.
Eric Dickerson.
They're in good shape, but they're not fucking with Walter Payton.
And then
Mahomes clears Favre. Now, who they throwing up against Jerry Rice?
Sammy Ball would lock him up. Sammy Ball would play quarterback, cornerback, and punt. You get three guys for one with Sammy Ball.
For Sammy Ball to count, more than half the room needs to know. More than half the studio needs to know who he is. Sammy Ball does.
Big T, do you know who Sammy Ball is?
I do not.
Slinging Sammy Ball.
He.
What years was this guy?
A long
50s,
time ago.
60s?
50s, 60s.
Oh, okay.
But listen, let me put
if
you on
they
some
didn't
game.
have face masks on.
Put you on some game with Sammy Ball. In 1 year, I think he led the league in passing, in interceptions, like from a defensive standpoint, and punting.
I'm sure he did, and then he went back to his air conditioning repair business.
We also have.
It was a great business.
We
too.
also have Elvis Presley. We have Morgan Freeman. We have Oprah Winfrey.
Okay.
We have a bunch.
Okay.
We have Jim Henson.
The Muppet guy?
Come on.
That guy's kind of creepy, isn't he?
He's dead.
Yeah. But wasn't he
What's creepy about the Muppets?
A lot.
No, the Muppets are a delight.
I don't know.
You hate the Muppets?
Well, I just always think about like what the come up must have been like for Jim Henson. Like he's obsessed with his weird puppets. He probably had a shed that he worked on his puppets.
He didn't invent puppets. They existed.
I know, but he was so into puppets that he was like, I'm gonna make my own kind of puppets, and I'm obsessed with creating the show with my weird puppets that I'm making in my strange shed. He fucked some of those
and
puppets.
all it did was become one of the most popular things to ever exist.
To entertain and educate children.
How many people do you think he approached about his Muppet show? He's like, hey, I've got a puppet show. Can I put it on your
You're
TV?
casting aspersions on an American Treasure.
I just want to know what it was like for him to like break through that wall to finally get somebody to pay attention to his puppets.
To be entertaining.
How many years did he know about his puppets until he finally found someone that saw the vision?
So when you were 5 years old and watching Grover on Sesame Street, you're like, this is probably a cover for something sexual? You say that to yourself?
No, I didn't say that to myself. I'm just saying that he fucked one of those puppets.
I think this says a lot more about you.
You know that Jim Henson fucked one of those puppets.
I will sit here right now and say with 80% certainty, Jim Henson never fucked one of those Muppets.
Let's see. Did Jim Henson
Do you want to fuck one of the Muppets?
No.
Didn't he get his big break? He was on the original cast of SNL with the Muppets.
A lot of good authors from Mississippi.
Oh, yeah. John Grisham, Eudora Welty, William Faulkner, yes.
Tennessee Williams, ironically.
Playwright from Columbus, yeah.
Where do you stand on Alabama using Dixieland Delight as their song?
Talked about this extensively with Big T. I think it is shameful and ignorant and shows exactly who and what the Alabama fan base is. If you just tickle them a little bit and say the word Alabama in a song or have the band Alabama sing it, they're like, oh, that's about us.
Yeah, that's the thing. It doesn't say Alabama. It actually explicitly refers to Tennessee.
That's about us because Alabama sings it, see? They say Tennessee Byway. They say on a Tennessee Saturday night.
Yep.
And how these fucking hillbillies are like, roll Tide, roll. The motherfuckers hadn't said your state once.
Do you think now? What's the distinction between hillbilly and redneck? Because I would say Alabama's more redneck than hillbilly.
I would disagree. The north part of Alabama are all hillbillies. It's the toes of the Appalachian Mountains. Rednecks are all in Mississippi. Flat land, a lot of dirt roads. That's more your redneck. Your cabins up in your hills and your slight undulations. Those are your hillbillies.
Also,
Kentucky hillbillies, West Virginia hillbillies, Virginia hillbillies, North Carolina hillbillies. Although everybody in the hills of North Carolina is like just fucking rich now.
Where do we run into the Hicks?
Oh, Hicks are dispersed among everywhere.
So a hillbilly can be a Hick, and a redneck can be a Hick?
A Hick is a bad version of a hillbilly or a redneck.
Okay.
Hillbilly or redneck's just good old boys. Just good old people. A Hick is somebody that takes all the bad parts of them and takes them to the extreme.
So hillbilly to me, I was going to say is more of a negative connotation, whereas rednecks, you can meet a redneck who didn't graduate high school, one of the smartest dudes you ever met, who can fix anything that you ever need.
Yeah. I don't place negativity on either hillbilly or redneck. I just
hillbilly, I think I would use more disparagingly, whereas redneck, I know you can be proud to be a redneck.
Yeah. I think there's hillbillies in eastern Tennessee that are sitting on tens of millions of dollars that are just that are rich, that are smart. Like I think there's hillbillies that but Hick is when you
Hicks are bad.
Hick is the one that takes his hillbilly tendencies and breaks laws with them.
Rednecks really kind of took back the word redneck.
We did.
Like their pride.
Yeah.
They got pride in it.
You consider yourself a redneck? I feel like you're
not
too much
really
of a
because I
city
don't
slicker
really
now.
have
a neck.
I'm a little.
Yeah.
When you score, you score, right?
Yeah. Okay.
I don't really have a southern accent, like an actual southern accent. You guys you're not from the South looks at me and is like, oh, you have an accent.
I'm from the South.
But when it comes to southern accents, I do not.
See, I say this about me all the time.
You don't really have a southern accent either.
I agree. But I say a lot of southern things.
You have a southern accent outside of the South. Inside the South, nobody notices yours or mine at all.
Brandon's got one of those southern accents that you would hear on your local news channel. It's like we're southern, but listen, we're gonna code switch when we go on the air. But I'm from there.
If you hear me, if we're sitting at a diner in Kosciuszko, Mississippi, you hear me talking, you don't think anything of it. If we're on a plane to L.A. from Atlanta, you hear me, you're like, oh, that guy's from the South, I think, something like that.
It kind of sounds like you've got the I don't know if it's the drawl, but it's like the It's like a warm tinge of South.
There are people I know in my life from Mississippi that if you heard them talk, you wouldn't understand what they're saying.
I love those people.
They turn every single word into a 2-syllable word, and it takes forever to get them to where they're going.
You know what my favorite word to hear a Southerner
Praise
pronounce
Jesus.
is?
Yeah.
Insurance.
Insurance, yeah.
I thought you were going to say oil.
No, oil.
That's a 3-syllable word almost. Oil.
Oh, see, oil.
Oil. Yeah, there's oil. That's more of an Alabama thing. They say loff and noff and stuff like that. They don't really. They say oil.
My grandma's big oil.
Yeah.
Why is it called Ole Miss?
Because of the school's racist beginnings, I believe.
Okay.
Ole Miss was, and they've tried to squash this, but I think the legend says on Wikipedia that Ole Miss was a way to refer to the plantation owner's wife. I don't know if that's true or not.
That makes sense.
The University of Mississippi's nickname Ole Miss originated from a contest to name the school's yearbook in 1897.
Right, but
the winning entry was submitted by Elma Meek, who said she inspired the term Ole Miss, which was used by domestic slaves to refer to the plantation mistress.
And that is their history.
So this lady was like, you know what they used to call me? Ole Miss. Maybe we just call the entire school after me.
That is kind of nuts that they haven't gotten rid of that.
I think they eventually will. They've gotten rid of. I mean, they
Colonel
were still
Reb.
playing. They were still playing. They had Colonel Reb up until like 2000s. They were still playing Dixie.
Now, hang on. They played Dixie mixed with the Battle Hymn of the Republic, and it was actually a beautiful song.
They might have played that recently. They used to just play straight ass.
Okay,
Dixie.
that may be true, but they had one that was Dixie and the Battle Hymn of the Republic.
They used to have the band marching in with Confederate flag X's on their outfits.
That shouldn't do that. But the Dixie they had that was that and the Battle Hymn of the Republic was an outstanding song.
Elvis did that.
I'm not familiar.
Dixieland, I was born. And then he did Glory, Glory, Hallelujah and all that.
Yeah, I think so.